Alright, that should be live, guys. Playing Lugia today. I'm tired of losing, so going back to good old Lugia. We had a couple bad tournaments in a row, so gotta fix that. One thing about this tournament is it is closed deckless, which is not something I'm really used to. But this will be interesting. I'm excited. We haven't played Lugia in a couple streams, and I'm tired of losing. I'm getting back on the Lugia train. I think we can see what our opponent, get a hint on what our opponent's playing. We are up against Chien-Pao. We don't know their list, but we're up against Chien-Pao. So I don't even need to look at Limitless at all. I can just have chat going. Alright, cool. I know it's a really early compared to most of my streams. I just didn't really have anything else to do this morning, so figured why the heck not just playing this tournament, get some more Lugia practice in for this weekend. So yeah. My opponent, they checked in, but I'm gonna restart. Maybe that will help. I don't think I closed PTCGL at all yesterday, so it's been running. It ran all night, and probably not super good for the client, but whatever. All right, there we go. So Chien-Pao is actually a matchup I've not faced too much lately. So is there a metagame tab? I guess there is a metagame tab. You just can't view deck lists. It's an interesting way to do it. Like, you know your opponent, what archetype your opponent's playing, so like they can't switch decks on you, but you don't know what actual cards they're playing. My opponent has still not accepted my friend request, so that is kind of frustrating. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I haven't got it yet, so hopefully it's not an issue on my end, but it could be. My computer sometimes is kind of laggy. They haven't said anything in Limitless chat, so hopefully we're okay. Set is active. Don't want to accidentally pick the wrong deck, because I've been messing around with some other stuff here, as you can see what's near the top. I am playing Great Balls today. I've not actually played any games with this particular list, but decided to give it a try today. My opponent still is not here. Tragic. Oh. Alright, there we go. So let's see how this Chien-Pao matchup goes. Yeah. Yeah, it is weird, but it's better practice for real life cards, and it's fine because I don't have to have a Limitless tab and my chat open on the same screen. I can just have chat. I don't have to worry about like peeking over at my opponent's list occasionally. So yeah, it has pros and cons. Bust a deck. I know you've been playing some Lugia, lucky boy. Think you had said that you oh my goodness, that you like went to a cup or something, or challenge, played to Colorless Lugia. Hey, good job, Will. Alright, Beach Court. Okay, hopefully these mulligans improve this hand. Like, if we get Lugia, we're okay. But if we don't get Lugia, we're gonna have to squawk. It's gonna be a painful squawk. 2 draw supporters and a V-Star. I've had lots of people telling me that they've been playing my Lugia list in real life and doing well with it, so I'm happy that people are having success with... Okay, good. People are having success with my deck. Ultra Ball, alright, this hand went from trash to cracked in just 2 cards, so we jet into the active. Ultra Ball is Burnet for next turn, so I don't even need to squawk and seize. I can just hold my cards here. And Chin Pao doesn't usually play too many sort of disruptive cards, so the likelihood is pretty high that we're keeping this hand. And I also can just like hold on to my Radiant Charizard for a little while, because Radiant Charizard can be a pretty solid closer. Get the Frigibacks. I'm like still sort of like unsure whether I want Squawk or not. Because I don't use it that often, but I feel like as soon as I cut it, I'm gonna like encounter a ton of games where I'm just like my only out to drawing cards is Nest Ball, and it's just gonna feel really bad. I feel it's kind of weird streaming this early, because like usually I'm streaming in the evening time here in America. It is good in the Miraidon matchup, but I've like, since I'm putting it in the deck, I've faced basically 0 Miraidon. Funny how that works. So like I know there's people in my area who play Miraidon, and I don't think you really can beat it without it. My opponent's, I say that my opponent likely doesn't have an Iono. Get absolutely sniped there. God. Alright, Shivery Chill. This hand's not nearly as good. I'm like hoping for like a 1 heads, 1 tails, I guess. What's up, Captain? Hey. I know you said you're still playing Luxray and Horde and stuff. Echoing Horn is not like Echoing Horn does make the Charizard matchup a lot better, and if you're encountering tons of Charizard, probably could be something worth adding. But like I don't think Charizard's that good, first of all, and like when I was playing it, I could never find it right at the exact moments. Oh, congrats! That's pretty epic. Second, or not second, but day 2 Worlds, very impressive. All right, Tails. That's at least Lumineon. Hopefully this other one decides it is. Let's make sure and check if Burnet's in there. It is indeed. We have all of our Archeops. We have Radzard, our Snorlaxes. We didn't prize any Gust. We prized 1 Collapsed. Have the Luminous, so nothing too bad here. Hopefully this hits heads, then we can go for the Burnet. Tails once again. Darn. I guess I'm just gonna like grab Drapion just to thin it out, or maybe I'll just, yeah, we'll grab Drapion just to get rid of it. It really sucks to have to discard these energies early, but we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. So hopefully this Lumineon gives us a nice. I'm gonna play Research. I suppose I could Iono. I'm just showing 1 less card. I gotta keep the energies. I guess I kind of like that. Thinking about Star Requiem. Oh, don't feel bad about it, Captain. It happens to all of us. Dang. Didn't hit anything. Hopefully my opponent is not drawing well either off this Iono. Our hand was so bonkers, but that early Iono really messed us up. Oh man, not hopeful. Star Requiem on Snorlax, secretly the play. What's up, Zid? Really not the setup we were looking for. If my opponent can, like, this match really comes down to whoever can take the first 2 prizes. My opponent, I know they're super awkward. 1 Ultra Ball, Aromas went to. I hate Capturing Aroma. It like never wants to cooperate. Like, Lugia feels like such an amazing deck when like everything is popping off and everything's flowing. Then there are games like this where it just like feels like you're sort of playing a theme deck and you have tons of energies and tons of Pokemon, and it just doesn't work. But it's okay. They're gonna get the Pidgeot, and like they're the one who's actually playing a theme deck, and they're actually setting up. So I'm doing fine, Zid. Irida. Yeah, they're popping off. Bust, like, no one ever draws with this well with Chin Pao. Especially Pidgeot. Absolutely insane. Alright, well, they have Shivery Chill, so they should be taking this knockout. Man. What is this? Quick Search. Oh, they didn't even use Quick Search yet? Oh yeah, they got this knockout for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much, how it goes. Okay. Yeah, for sure that they're taking this knockout. They can at least just grab basic water or superior if they're short. So I guess to get back into this game, I'm probably gonna have to use either Radiant Charizard plus Iono in the lake. Like, I can't really afford to discard this Luminous. Actually, I guess they're gonna discard them. I was like, they're gonna attack with Radiant Greninja? Hold up. But no. And like, even if I just knock out this Chien-Pao, they just Pidgeot for Irida and get superior and Chien-Pao. So I pretty much have to take a knockout this turn. Honestly, being able to like boss and KO this guy would be really good. It's alright. At least if I can take this knockout, maybe I can like try to get another research. I have to pitch the Luminous also. Really, deck? I will Capturing Aroma first. Maybe at, oh my goodness, 3 for 3 or 0 for 3 on aromas basically. Wow, deck. Just wow. Alright, great ball. It's up to you, buddy. We're just getting one Archeops this game, it looks like. At best. Alright. Great ball just absolutely came through for us. But this will be a solo or just one Archeops this game. It is what it is. Oh wait, I can't take the knockout now. This is so bad. And I'm so low on energies already. Yeah, this is probably gonna be an L, honestly. Yeah, we'd have to spend way too much to get way too little. Probably not. Like some tournaments have late check-in, but you'd get like a loss for the round, but I don't know if this one has late check-in. I think if you like registered but didn't submit a list or something, you could maybe still get in depending on the tournament. We're gonna need. Oh, you did the late check-in? Okay, well then you can still play. You probably got a round 1 loss then, but yeah, you can still play. Oh, they got the Palkia down too, so their late game is a lot more, or at least like off an Iono, they have a lot more certainty. Yeah, I know, right? All that trouble for one Archeops. I'm down like 4 energies. Yeah, I've seen 1 Ultra Ball. Aroma hit 3 tails. Life is rough for Lugia players. Like, now I can't even gust and KO back Excalibur with the Palkia in play. I guess they're down a ton of energies. It's just gonna be one of those Iono and Prey games. Like, they have Quick Surge, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's see. Do they have 5 energies? I hope so. Alright, that's 4. Did they leave themselves without? Oh, they have Quick Search, of course. What am I talking about? Quick Search is absolutely correct. If Chien-Pao always set up like this, it'd be like the best deck. But like, it rarely sets up this well. Like, you almost never get turn 2 Pidgeot and turn 2 backs. They don't have water yet. They're playing an Iono. Wow. My hand is... Now I find all my... Now we get Ultra Ball double Archeops and Burnet. I see how it is, deck. It missed the memo that last turn was my Summoning Star turn. I wonder, though, if they messed up, and they did. Alright, we have a chance, guys. All is not lost. Okay. I could just gust to knock out this guy. That'd be pretty interesting. Lumineon off the top. Okay. Most of the turn is Lost Box. I'll take it. Then the Arch. Okay, I could grab Boss, KO back Excalibur. I know, I just needed to ask him nicely. You were right. It's weird you're surprised though. Like, I can't. Alright. I'm just gonna KO backs and like force them to Star Portal. And then yeah, I think this is what I want to do. This feels very weird, but... Oops, not you. Let's just do this. This seems like... maybe the most likely way that we can get back into this game. Maybe they're playing 1-1 Palkia and their other Palkia's prized. Or their Palkia V-Star's prized. Alright, we'll dump that guy. Yeah, let's KO the Excalibur. This for Luxray would be pretty clutch. What are my thoughts on Spiritomb and LZ, Tina? I think it is, if you're going to a big tournament or you know there's Mew players in your local area, it is foolish to not just like, if you're just playing like the classic Tina list, you're taking the L to Mew. Like you're just saying that Path beats Mew, which is not super reliable. So I think that Giratina probably should play Tomb, should play Drapion, or just some but these path builds of Tina can't really play Drapion because if they get pathed by a Mew, they can't bounce path. If you're going to Pittsburgh with it, yeah, I would definitely play Tomb then. If I were going to Pittsburgh and playing Lost Tina, which I would probably never do. I brought Lost Tina NASC. I just don't really like it in this. It's just like not... I would play it differently than a lot of people. But yeah, believe in Quad Burnet, true. Quad Burnet would be absolutely clutch right now. Alright, they got a Friggy down. Like, they can Star Portal and then, like, Subspace for this knockout. You beat Chin Pao with Colorless Lugia. Good job, Robin. Nice. Took 6 prizes after an Iono. You already beat me almost every time. Wow. They really dumped a ton of energies. Man, if they don't, like, they obviously have Palkia V-Star if they're putting energy here, but my only experience with Day 1 Worlds is the exact opposite of that. What do you mean? I'm confused. Yeah, they can KO Snorlax or they could go for Moonlight Shuriken, but they're not in a game-winning position yet. Do I even have another Lugia V around? No, all of them are down. So I don't really have a tanky attack option left. They're going for Radiant Greninja. I don't agree with that. They're already super low on energies. I guess they just like need... You automatically make day 2 if you go 6-2. It doesn't matter what your opponent's win percentage is. You're automatically dropped from the tournament and you make day 2. Alright. Gift for a couple. Iono is nice for sure. I guess if we Iono them to 2, that's pretty solid. It makes it hard for them to have all the cards that they need. Do I even have enough energies to be able to Wyrdeer for the game? Probably not, honestly. Even 503 is guaranteed. It doesn't matter. Let's see. We have 3 other energies. I don't think we'll have enough to close this one out, guys. Let's thin this out. I should have grabbed the Charizard, but it's okay. We'll do this. Let's do this. It is like Team Rocket or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I can take another prize card, and maybe they have quick search. That's the stupid thing. Yeah, everyone with 18 match points makes it. All right. Collapsed feels kind of bad because they just discard that Chin Pao. But like, I really want to remove this Squawk. I'm sure they discard the Chin Pao though. Oh yeah. Only, well, wait, even seniors should have that structure. right? Well, you'd have less rounds. Take the knockout with Thumping Snore. This game is gonna be hard. Finding Wyrdeer off the prizes is something. Hopefully they just play 2 superiors. Hopefully, or they have 2 superiors prized, or they play 3 superiors and 1 is prized, or something like that. Nope, they just have it. Wow, but they must have another boss orders in deck. They like literally drew the best combo of cards. They have to have another boss, because they could have just quick searched for like a filler card and then superiored and won. So wow, I guess Jin Bao's pretty good when you draw that well. Jin Bao's pretty good. Yeah, seniors should still be day 1. Has to maybe go 5 and 2 or something like that. Unless they changed in the last few years, because like when I was in juniors, I had to go like 4 and 2 or 5 and 2 to make the second day. Sure, Captain. Let me get this going here. Not 1 and 2. Oops, we're not 1 and 0 either. 0 and 1. Lugia absolutely correct. It's fine. Those games happen sometimes. But it's not a one-day tournament. Yeah, day 2 you'd have to go 6-1 and 1 or 6 and 2. But I'm pretty sure not. Yeah, that is definitely a high roll. But yeah, in day 2 you'd have to go 6-1 and 1 or 6 and 2. But like just transferring over 8 seniors from day 1 would mean that you have like 50 total players in day 2, which doesn't make any sense. Well, more than 50, but it still would not be a very big day 2. You just have all the auto. Well, cut like what? So like day 1, you have to go 6 and 2, but day 2 it cuts to top 8. Uh-oh. Yeah. You're confusing me. Like, you were like... I think you got confused with what Lucky Boy said. I think you were confused. I was gonna say, 'cause like I've played through day 1 before. I've got auto day 2 before. I know how this works. I'm like, what is going on here? Unless they change something out of nowhere. You're confusing me, Psyotics. Yeah, I'm like trying to pay attention here, but also like this does not compute with my brain. Sorry, Team Rocket. I'm kind of doing something right now, but maybe in between rounds. I'm in a tournament, and also I guess we only have 2 minutes until the next round, Captain. So I might have to scoop this one up if we don't finish in time. I didn't feel like our first game took that long, but I just didn't check. Or maybe it can catch you another time in between rounds, Team Rocket Boss, but not right now. Okay. I'm like very scared of this Lugia getting knocked out. Tails. Okay, let's just get a second Lugia. Drapion's in there. What do you mean must have changed it? Because like how it works is day 1 you have to go X2 or whatever, 15 match points, 18 match points, whatever it is in seniors, and then on the second day you start fresh, and then you play whatever 8 Swiss rounds, and then it cuts to top 8 after that. I don't think Dialga's that good, honestly. It's probably something okay if you want to just have fun, but it's not gonna be super consistent. Archeops is just on strike today, it looks like. Ugh, this hand's weird. Alright, I'm just gonna hold, I think. Oh, DL. Well, like if it gets going and you can like get Star Cronus turn 2, it doesn't feel that bad, but it's kind of inconsistent. Because you just have to waste so many energies to get it to work. It's a pretty funny deck though. I don't think that's true, Ziotics. I don't think that's true. So are you saying that like after day 1 it's instantly top 8? Because it's not a 1-day tournament. Otherwise there'd be no incentive to go for the top 16 and get the for auto day 2. That doesn't make any sense. It was like instant top 8? Like what does that even mean? Oh, for like Worlds 2023? Or are you talking about previous year's Worlds? Because like yes, Worlds is now a 1-day event, but previous years it's not. This is the first time it's going to be a 1-day event in a long time. Oh, well, okay. I thought we were talking about Worlds here. Why? You... Oh, yeah, regional are 1-day. Okay. You threw me off. Yeah. Juniors and seniors, well, they might play top 8 the next day, but yeah. They don't have, like, top 32 and then... Not top, who used to be top 32, but they don't have, like, 19 match points cut to day 2, usually. You really are being very confusing. Because, like, you responded... like, you responded Lucky Boy's message with, I was a senior and it was top 8. So I thought you meant Worlds. I was super confused. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. I was like, what is this guy talking about? Alright, so they're gonna be... They couldn't... Alright, well, I think I'm going to scoop this game up, Captain. Next round is up. Unfortunately, it would have been an interesting game to play out because I can take the 2 prizes there. We'd be tied on prizes, so... Yeah, I know. Thank you, Will. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, you really debated me, Ziotics. I just was confused because I assumed since Lucky Boy was talking about Worlds and you responded to that, that's what you were talking about. What? What? Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a Q. Let's look like an O. Okay, just like. Okay. Let's restart then. Absolutely debated. Go. The GG's, Captain. Sorry that we couldn't finish it. I didn't realize that my game took so long. I was like pretty sure that it'd be like 10 minutes left in the round, or like these round timers quicker than. I guess it's only 25-minute round timers. Usually, it took my opponent a bit to actually get my friend request, so. Yeah. Here we go. I don't mind making this kind of stream a more regular thing, because I'm sure I have some viewers. Like, I know it's probably a lot of people are going to be working in America, but I'm sure I have a lot of viewers who are in Europe that can't usually watch my current streams live because it'd be outrageously late. So if it's something that you guys enjoy and it's... Yeah, I just have, I have Limitless on my tablet over here, and I have streaming on my computer, so yeah, I could have copy pasted on my computer here, but Yeah, I was just copying it down. I should have I should have done that, honestly. Yes, early stream JDX. How are you doing? Okay, what's the deal? What is the deal here? I've always checked it. I don't know what the problem is. There we go. All right. So let's see what we're up against this round, because we can like check. We can like snipe them. Not really snipe them, but up against Giratina this round. I am pretty good with this matchup. What? Wow. I'm not playing Lost Box or Chien-Pao JDX. You always beat Single Lugia with... Yeah. Okay, this hand's absolutely cracked. Am I going first? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. Okay, I'm going second. Sort of like if this was second Burnet, this hand would be a lot worse. But like we can just Great Ball at the very worst. I'm thinning. Yeah. Single Strike definitely has a worse Tina matchup. I wouldn't say that its Tina matchup is bad. It's just not quite as good. I know Zard like really wants to just be discarded. He really does not want to actually do anything this time. Yeah, I think the reason why I like this Lugia deck a lot right now is not only does it have a pretty balanced matchup spread, and really aside from Charizard EX, you're not taking too many bad matchups. You just body what people consider the best second format. So yeah, Charizard he really is lazy. Doesn't want to. I mean, everyone knows Charizard is the best Pokemon, so we can't insult it. I would not say Zard's an auto win for Tina. If you're playing grass stuff, but then that's just bad. Yeah, I assume you mean like Mew VMAX and Single Strike Lugia has been sort of picking up some momentum lately. Alright, well they lost on an Iono. I'm like gonna try to look over at their list. Oh wait, it's closed list. Never mind. Yeah, that's like one of the negatives to playing. It's like I'm not super scared of getting knocked out next turn, but I'll just play it safe. I'll actually pre-drop the Collapse too, because it could make their board state for next turn kind of awkward. Alright, I can gift on the active. We can read the wind, out this other Lugia. And boom. Still lacking Lugia V-Star, but Collapse is a nice find because we're probably going to get past next turn. This time we had no difficulties getting Archeops in the discard pile. Yeah. That's definitely fair. But like if they should probably go second Zard and also combine it with Hand Disruption. It's going to be hard to rebuild a Tina and find boss off like an Iono to 1 or 2. Or not to 1, but like 2, 3, whatever. Ninja Vacuum. Ugh. People play so many bad cards in Tina and then they wonder why they don't draw good hands most of the time. I had someone at League the other day who was playing like triple Vacuum in Tina and it was like made me cringe so bad. That's why when I played Tina, I made sure my list was super consistent because like and I still ended up dead drawing my win it in. I just think Vacuum is so situational. With no search for it, you're rarely ever going to find it in that exact moment where it's super good. Am I going to any regionals? Hopefully, but with how crazy all the attendance stuff is right now, I can't make any guarantees. I hope so, but I can't go out and say anything for certain. I'm going to just boss and hit into this Tina. Get a Snorlax down. Alright, this is how Lugia should look like. This is optimal Lugia here. This is Lugia at its finest. Oh yeah. I don't really need that. I already have gifts. I think we can attach Luminous. Zard already decided to quit. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm just gonna Primal Turbo. We'll do that here. I can just put the DT on the active. I don't really care. And then just split my energies out. Get lots of energies in play. So Wyrdeer could be a one-shot option later. And then we just slap it. Yeah. Sometimes like I feel like people are like kind of like they just like automatically pencil one Hisuian Heavy Ball in like every deck. And like you like ask them why, like, hey, why are you playing Hisuian Heavy Ball? And they're like, I don't want to prize Manaphy in the 2 matchups where I need it. And it's like, well, first of all, in best of 3, you're like you can afford to drop 1 game. I know in Lost Box Mirrors you really can't, but like in a lot of decks you can afford to drop 1 game if you're a faster deck. It's only 1 out of 10 games you're going to prize it, and then one of those 10 games has to be against that exactly relevant deck. Of course, some decks like Kyogre, Lost Zone, or Sablezard, you have 1 very powerful swing card that is vital in most matchups. So I play Hisuian Heavy Ball in those decks. But that's something like Tina, where like really the only one-ofs that feel super bad to prize are Cram and Manaphy. And those are like in pretty like Cramorant is not like super specific, but Manaphy is super specific. 2 are also prize. Oof, that's rough, Captain. Deck building is such an interesting topic. Like I know I could probably talk about it. Nah, double Luminion's different. Like double Squawk maybe, because Squawk's only got on exactly 1 turn. DT Speedwing? Nah, I'm just gonna Iono and then Snorlax. Like Lumineon, I want at multiple points in the game, and it's vital to my setup. And like, it's not just turn 1 where it's useful. It's gonna be good throughout the game. Okay, let's put Gift Energy and let's put a Jet just for fun. We still have 2 Jets left. Maybe you could have put on the double turbo. But this is okay. Alright, let's Therapeutic. I'm gonna go and find a Lugia V-STAR. I don't like Ultra Balling away supporters if I don't have to, but I really want to do this. Just we have it as an option. I guess let's put some energies on this Lugia. Let's just put these other 2. Just so we can chase this guy down if we have to. Attaching the other Therapeutic is kind of sus though. Maybe I should have waited and put on a couple of the Jets. Battle VIP and Lugia? Nah, that's not it. Battle VIP and Lugia. Secretly BDIF, but no. I think this is just, I can't grab any. Oh, I have 1 Archeops, never mind. Alright, and we take this knockout. You can't just sue in for Battle VIP pass, or what are you talking about? Alright. This is like where the game gets a Wyrdeer is priced 2 games in a row. Busted card. This is where the game gets really awkward for the Tina player, because I don't have a good way to go about Snorlax. They're going to go into Sableye and do that. And try to do the Greninja into Sableye. Like, this is where exactly this moment I want the Radiant Zarina. Because Charizard already decided to self-destruct. And this play would totally be off limits. Like what card are like Hisuian Heavy? Can't really find, like, you do have some one of Pokemon, but like what one of Pokemon, like those one Pokemon are not going to like significantly impact your early game. And like I want to have Great Ball to find my Archeops early. I want Great Ball to find my Lugias early. So like pretty much the game for Lugia is usually decided on the first couple turns. Yeah, that is true, but only 1 out of 10 games are you going to prize those one specific Pokemon. And also something like Wyrdeer and Charizard, you're generally using them in the late game, so you'll have taken multiple prizes before that. But like, wow, cross switchers? Lugia is like, you really have to do well in those first few turns, and if you do not, you're probably going to lose. So I want to play as many cards that will help me set up as possible. without like overall like taking away from the strategy of the deck. I don't think he's playing too horribly. If I had boss though, he's like hard punished. I don't even know if I Iono or not. Oh, they put, yeah, putting counters on Snorlax. See, Captain, you're not alone. Happens to the best of us. Vac. I just think I just like put energies on. Yeah, see, Captain, it's not just you. Happens to all of us. I think I just put the energies on this other Lax. And we just take this knockout. They went 40-40, so they didn't even go for the Radiant Greninja. Yeah. Hey, be nice, Psyonix. Be nice. We all can't play as well as you. Be nice, guys. Alright, well, we're in a pretty good position. Alright, boss is a nice card to find. $42 in chat is nice. GG's, guys. Thank you for showing up. I wasn't sure how this live would go because it's like way earlier. But I guess if you yes, I'm playing 2 Nest 2 Great. Roxanne. Okay. Like, they don't really have a great play this turn. Like Cram is kind of an L. Lost Impact is a huge L. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Cresselia into Lax isn't usually isn't an interaction you usually think of though, so I can kind of see that one happening. All right. My hand's kind of awkward now because I could have backed out the path, but like without knowing how many paths my opponent plays. Like that's probably correct to back out the paths considering how little I have going on now. I'll just Ultra Ball and clear out the hand. I'm gonna just pocket Wyrdeer, and I'll just take this knockout and something Snore because like, yeah, I should have. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that they had lost zoned a path. I haven't won yet, but having Gift is huge. But like if they can go boss Requiem, I still can just 2-shot with Lax because I didn't do the Sableye play. So they what? They're playing 2 Crams. I guess that's fine for them. Like if they cram for the knockout, I'm just seeing a ton of cards with Gift Energy. How many Mirage Gates? Just so 2 gates. None Lost Zone. 5 energies. Lost Zone's pretty hefty. Out switching cards. 1 card. Really not played too many switches this game. I guess they are playing the cross. Oh, they lost on 2 cards in a rope. Okay, rope. This is tough. I'll just deny the prize. Like, if they want to... They can't really spit. Now it's time... Well, they're in the description if people really care. Like, I'm not going to go out here and, like, tell people, give me money or follow me or anything like that. Like, if someone really is compelled to do that, they'll do that on their own. Yeah. That would be nice, but... Alright, there we go. It's okay. It's gonna... I'm alright over here. I'm not desperate. I'm lucky to be in the position where I'm not just like, give me money, please. There are a couple regionals though that I might be going to. It's just hard because you see the numbers for Pittsburgh and Peoria, and those were pre prize bump. So like even more people are gonna be excited to travel to events now because of the pricing bump. Okay, 1-1 now. yeah, if they play well and draw well, it is a close matchup. But like, those are two asterisks because Tina is very hard to play, and it usually has clunky draws. Sacramento, yeah. It's scary to think about. Like, you can't really book flights too far in advance, because otherwise, otherwise you're like could be out your money. You like kind of have to pay more for the insurance or refundable flights. It's a tricky position when you are not in a like it'd be one thing if like there's a regional across the street and I wouldn't have to book a hotel or fly to it, but you got in spot at Peoria? Congrats. That's why I think they need to bring back states. Like, even if you had like zero cash pricing for states, like at least something in between regionals and cups, because it's like as fast things are filling up, you're either gonna need to have like a ton more regionals, which is a ton of more money Pokemon has to give out, or you have to I think have to have smaller events like that are like a step up from League Cups, like also help people get closer to their invite. Like, I know they're trying to make it more exclusive this year, and I think they want the field to be smaller just because it's gonna be a one-day event. This is like kind of a, I think kind of like a test run of a year, and like the demand for the TCG it's insane right now. People are really enjoying it and really showing up. Like, isn't there like more Masters in Pittsburgh than there was at NAIC? Like, I wonder if that's why they switched over to New Orleans. Like, maybe the venue there can get more people. Also, Columbus is kind of cringe, but... Well, yeah, you're in seniors. That's a whole different ball game. You're not going to have those issues, probably, but... Yeah, Masters... Good luck. Good luck. That's ridiculous. So, like, West Coast is usually less. West Coast is like always some of the smallest. Well, VGC is kind of toxic when you literally have cheating. I mean, like, they finally did something about cheating at Worlds, but I don't get. I don't want to go into get into this rant about VGC community, but not something I ever want to be a part of. Guarantee top 16. I guess if there's no kicker, that's like free money. Yes and no, Lucky Boy. I think that you shouldn't have to break the bank, and luckily they buffed up the pricing to make it more reasonable to go and travel to all these events, but still people who cannot, it's still like yeah, it should be exclusive, but it's like hard to get started. Like, if you want to try to get going and try like be one of those guys who's going to all the events, if you want to get going and start traveling to every event, it's like you have to get started somewhere, and it's like hard to commit all that money and potentially getting zero return on your investment. Like, I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think you should exclusively, as a master, be able to exclusively get an invite as like just from farming locals. Like, I'm also coming from a position where like my local area has a lot of, or has like, we might not have any big names around here, but like we got a lot of solid players. Like, I'm not going to be able to show up and win every single tournament. And I know there's some areas where it's like 4 masters or whatever, and you just like basically show up and get, and if you're, as long as you're the best player, you're gonna win. There's like some people are in areas where like maxing on locals is pretty much impossible unless you're gonna like travel to either a ton of them or super far to get to like more obscure places. I'm not getting into all that stuff. It's still against the rules. It's still against the rules. And I'm someone who's built VGC teams legit, so it's not that hard. Just don't be lazy. Yeah. Also, it's kind of sucks for the younger people out there, because like, how many, like, you can't as a junior or senior or I say junior specifically, cannot get an invite off of straight cups and challenges. So like, you're gonna have to have parents who want to take you places. It's not always feasible for everyone. I mean, I have, but I haven't played competitive VGC in years, but it's not hard. You just can't be lazy. It's like anything in life. But like, if someone lets you get away with something for long enough, everyone's gonna do it. Good word. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know what specifically you mean. Still a couple matches left. Yeah, Lost Tina by far, not really by far, but it's the most played deck. Then like Guardy, then Lost Box. All right. So we a couple minutes. Maybe we can go flip over to Limitless and see for a couple minutes what people are playing. I wasn't able to do that the first round. Okay, so yeah. Hey, wow, 5 colors Lugias. No, it's the quad Burnet guy. Okay, he went O2 drop. Alright, good. The quad Burnet guy scares me. Wait, what? Oh, it's the Tyranitar EX. So like, wait, straight? Single strike T-Tar? I got debated. Other hard struggling out here. I like any Snorlaxes? A Blissey at 1-0. Oh, 1-1 drop. How do you make? Okay, I have to be in the top 12. So I don't know what that's gonna. The quad Burnet guy scares me. I think you can low-key get away with 1. Ooh. Oh no, not this. 2-0. Alright, good. Or I'm not gonna face this guy then. So how many players are playing in this one? 98. Solid. Got 2 matches to go. Yeah, that quad Burnet guy scares me. I can't even view my list. Like, spread it out. Dang. Yeah, like there's. I kind of want to cover these Goodra decks that have been doing well lately, because like yesterday RC's Goodra totally showed out in that tournament we played in last night. Got first and in top 8. So like I'm wondering if there's some people who are on RC's Goodra and like how that deck will fare at Pittsburgh, because it's quietly racked up a couple solid placements. Well, because no one's playing Tomb. Like, everyone's basically said Mew is bad because everyone's playing Zard. When really Mew, like, especially Double Turbo Mew, if you're playing Box, I think has a really good matchup up against Zard. And like, no one's playing, like, yes, DT Mew just folds to Tomb, but no one's playing Tomb right now. So it's fine. Yeah, I think like DT, like if someone had the guts to play DT Mew at Pittsburgh, like, yeah, you're like, it's scary to scooping to 1 card, but like you have such an insane matchup spread. Like, very few people are playing Drapion, few people are playing Tomb. I can see this being a Mew meta. I can see this. I can definitely see it. Also, this Zard is not as good. Like, Zard's not that good, so you shouldn't be that worried about taking a rough matchup too. Like, I know people are gonna play it. That's how it is, but I don't think you should just like not play Mew because it takes, I think, not even that bad of a matchup to Zard. Dialga failed, I'm sorry. Dialga's a weird, like, if you could high roll every game with Dialga and like always have the absolute nuts in your hand, then yeah. No, that's not even true. Colorless Lugia actually can beat Dirt. It actually has a chance. Literally the only way DT Mew beats Tomb is if it's prized. Well, then you can't find it turn 1, and you still can establish your board and maybe a boss man to knock it out. But like, not only is Tomb can be splashed into anything, Arctura is a tiny percent of the metagame. I can just, if I draw hot, I can still beat Arctura. Mew, like, there's like not like too much drawing hot that Mew can do against Spiritomb. Alright, let's see what we're up against this round. Up against a Zard, oh no. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, Zard is definitely my least favorite matchup to play with colorless. So hopefully heads. Alright, going first is Integral. Yeah, Arctura really. Like with all, like pretty much all the highest usage rate decks anymore are all basic energies. And like it already was. Like I had that huge showing at NAIC and it like totally flopped at Worlds. Like you can't really compare those two, and like Spiritomb can be played in any deck technically. Like Arctura, like maybe on a good day it's like, well, like even like you see these 200 people, 100 people tournaments, there's like 1 or 2 Arcturas. There's gonna be more than 2 Spiritombs in 100 people in real life for sure. Okay. Solid hand here. Well, the thing about Zard though is like it's the hot new card, and also it's a like there's all the Zard fans out there, so I don't know when it will come down. Maybe if it has like a lackluster showing at Pittsburgh, and people are just like finally put Charizard to bed for a while, then maybe the prices go down there. But yeah, it has like the Charizard factor, where people are just gonna want it because it's Charizard. Like I know that doesn't single-handedly hold up the price. It's like kind of like the mix of competitive viability and it being Charizard, which obviously is everyone's favorite Pokemon, and you cannot tell me differently. Everybody loves Charizard. There's not a single person in the world whose favorite Pokemon is not Charizard. Price double Archeops. Yeah, like Arctura just like doesn't like it's not gonna do that great into Tina. It's okay into Guardy, but not like exceptional. You're not that good into like, and then also like Lugias most Lugias were packing single strike Urshifu, so yeah, it's just like really like Dura doesn't really have like Colorless Lugia is the only deck that straight up walls now. Like there are decks, and like also it doesn't really do too much into those other RC's Path decks. Like you literally see our Duralist incorporating Path to the Peak because that's like kind of how you have to be an Arceus deck right now. You pretty much have to be playing Path. I'll show you my Arceus. Yeah, it's bad against Mew. Like you can't say that many unfavorables. Alright, thank you, Pokeaxi. I'm glad my resident time traveler is here to annoy me. Well, like if you can go first and like they like miss Echo, then you like have a chance. But like yeah. Well, that's the thing. You have to play bad cards in your deck to beat everything. It's like Solrock Lunatone Zard? They're playing Path Solrock Lunatone. Oh dear. What has this world come to? Like, why would I play, like, honestly, what does Arctura do that I would just, like what is convincing me to play Arctura, like, that I would, I can't talk. Like, why would I play Arctura over Charizard? What reason do I possibly have? Because they're both tanky Arceus decks. They both are 2-shot decks, except Charizard has Dark Weakness, like Arctura tries to do with Umbreon, and also it has one-shot potential in the late game. Yeah, it's a stage 2, but like Starbirth exists, so who really cares? Alright, Burning Darkness for the 210. Like if I can, is Wyrdeer a possibility? How many do we need? We need 8. Let's see what this does. This is, I have one tails. Okay, let's do the math. Wyrdeer is in here. We only have one double turbo, but this is 60, 140 in play because we're going to hard retreats. 200, 240. Oh, we're 10 short. We need to find an attachment off of research. You know what? I think it's worth the gamble, honestly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because if we take this knockout, this game's over. Like, there's nothing that they can do about it. And I still can find Jet and just be, like, in such an amazing spot. So let's use one Primal Turbo. Do that guy and that guy. We have quad Jet. Like, we should be hitting Jet Energy. Hopefully I didn't miscount, but whatever. If I did. I still want to be able to draw into energies, but I don't want to draw a hand full of energies. That. So let's do those two, and then we have all of our jets in there. Still a relatively thick deck, but I don't know if it's correct though to primal like, yes, we can draw a handful of energies, but we want to make sure we draw into an energy. All we need is one jet. Bust a deck. Not right, so 140, 200, 240. Yeah, we're one energy short. So maybe we should have held out on the Primal Turbo, but just drawing 5 supporters is kind of funny. Alright, we'll just hit for 200. It's okay. Having to ditch double boss feels pretty rough. I guess I just go Lax Iono next turn. But now the probability of getting a Wyrdeer one-shot's like not super high, so might have chucked this one. Like, that was greedy, yes, but like if we get there, we win. At least I can't one-shot Wyrdeer. Well, that's cool. I think Gilmore is a pretty interesting card. And there's probably somewhere where it works. It's just like finding that exact list. But being a path deck and being able to limit their bench is pretty good. Yeah, you just totally body Giratina, and you're also just reasonable into everything. Like, aside from Zard, we don't really take any bad matchups. So that's why, like, we're in pretty much every game. Oh, I wish I had a boss and could KO this Charmander. Of course we top deck Jet. That's just how Pokemon works, guys. It's just how Pokemon works. Alright. Sure. I don't know if it feels bad. I might have thrown this game, honestly. Just like having no boss. Like, that play was very greedy. Might end up costing us now. But I prized one double turbo, right? Yeah, there is one double turbo prized. And Luminous prized. So like, I have lots of energies left. It's just finding that last prize gonna be the hardest part with no boss's orders. It's okay. Let's bench this. Let's thin things out properly. I guess Radzard could be a good 1 energy closer. If we need it. It's like not having boss is so bad. Like, I think this is not an Arceus build, considering how my opponent has set up. There's double turbo. Or did I didn't attach Luminous, sorry. Did I? No. If my opponent has Candy, Zard, boss, I guess they deserve to win. They're down double Candy, and they need a switch too. I guess they probably have all their Zards committed here. So Ultra Ball, double Lunatone. They just Just said no to the path stuff this game. Path could be very annoying right now too. Maybe should have grabbed Pumpkaboo. Quick search. Man, if they just have it, that'd be so tilting. Yep, there's Candy Zard. And they're gonna have the fire energies. And then they're gonna have to have boss. And a switch. I just know they don't need switch because they can put a fire on mute or retreat. Yeah. Not that it matters too much, but yeah, that is the suboptimal Charmander. But I mean, the art probably makes up for it, right? Fire on Pidgeot. So are one of those two cards boss's orders? Yep. Oh no. Iono them in absolute nuts again. Ugh. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck. Why do I play this deck? Alright. Okay. I can't bench Lugia. I literally have to just do this. And then we... Man, imagine if they path me next turn. Literally what we have to do is we have to use... Oh, I put the double turbo though. That was so stupid. Oh, why'd I do that? I probably should not have Iono. You're right. But I thought maybe taking a couple prizes their hand would be playable. But I guess... Ugh, why'd I do that? I'm good at this game, I promise. Yeah, no, I cannot knock out this guy. Well played. Why did I do that? Dang it. I should have just not attached the energy or just held on to it. I don't know what you're specifically talking about, but HPR. Okay. They did load up their own Pidgeot. I guess they should probably just like path us and just, that sucks. Yeah, I definitely should not have. Oh, the Zard too, the Radzard. Do they have one energy left? That's 8. That could be all of them. How did the Arcless, these Arcless Charizard decks draw this well? Oh, whatever. I think we've lost. I'm playing so well today. Like, we can take the knockout with Drapion if the cards fall right. Like, the Luminous always seems to be prized. Okay. Yeah, let's just give this a try. What the heck? I should have grabbed something else to discard. I'm playing super bad today, guys. I'm sorry. It's even worth it to Iono. Like, they just have it. Like, if they have fire, they win regardless. So I don't think it really matters whether I play Iono or not. I just have to take this knockout. Yeah, in hindsight, I should not have played Iono. Yeah, it's definitely underrated. Just not when I'm playing it, because I'm playing like trash, but thank you for stopping by. I think it's pretty good right now. Okay, let's... Man, why do I play this way? Missing that Wyrdeer knockout was just so tough. Alright, we actually can take the knockout. Quad Jet on Drapion. And we'll see if they have fire energy to win it. I just put 60 on the active. Well, then I lose like Bell. Bell's nothing. I lose too. So where do I ping the 60? Do I bench a Lugia and ping it? Yeah, I guess. But still, I think that they like win with, they can two-shot this Drapion. We don't have any bosses left. Lugia just feels super awkward at times. Okay, they promote Mew. That means they like don't have it yet. Maybe they're still looking for a super rod. Mysterious Tail. Ah, man, I played this so bad. Quick search. Like, are they just gonna end up using Blustery Wind? That'd be kind of funny. All right. Boss. Oh yeah, I don't have any switches left. What's up, Jude? Yeah, we just lose now. Cool. Well played. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was horrible, guys. That was horrible. That's the exact same thing happened last time where I like missed one energy off of Wyrdeer. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we just lose. There's not. I guess benching Lugia is bad, but like I just lose to boss then without it. And in closed lists, they like can't. They don't know for sure if I'm out of options, but dang it. These last few streams I just played really badly. A mix of bad play and bad luck is just really doesn't make for too good of a stream. At least for the gameplay. I don't know if I can still technically make cut. It's like a kind of a weird formatted tournament. Let's see. They're a lot like they don't usually have too many players for these tournaments. They're usually capped at 32. Yeah, it's kind of a weird format, so let's see. It's 7 Swiss rounds. Like, could I go 5 and 2? Video ideas? Not really. I don't really know what I'm gonna make myself today. Dang. Oh man. Okay, this is the deck I was working on earlier. I didn't play any games with it. It's just kind of a funny Archeops deck. Because Greedent's actually pretty solid right now. Like, there's a lot of decks that, like, if I can get Greedent early against you, like, what are you gonna do? Yeah. I didn't play anything with it. I just built it. Seems pretty funny, though. Just having Blastoise and Hawlucha to damage the bench guys, and then, like, Toy Catcher and all the different gloves. Seems like at least a very fun deck to try. I might make this for my video for later. But I don't know. I haven't. It could be absolute garbage. Nah, because it's art. I'm like literally. At least this deck is new and maybe has some sort of merit to it. Wow. Yeah. Well, I drew poorly the first round, and I definitely messed up that last round. Definitely messed that one up. Like, I probably played too greedy going for the Wyrdeer. Or at least just using the second Primal Turbo. Like, I should have held out and just had like maximum odds of finding energy off of research. Like, yeah, there is a chance that I draw all my energies. It's just not super likely. I guess if I might find Jet, it's fine. So needs a frame. Can't use Mew VMAX if you don't have credits. I'm sorry. It's a struggle. I wish I could send you some, but there's no way to transfer credits. That's interesting, HPR, but I feel like you're having less likelihood of getting turn 2 summoning stars for double Archeops. And that seems you've invented the greatest deck in the world. Somehow I don't believe that, JDX. I feel like you it sucks to bench those guys, so you kind of have to balance it out by playing Collapsed. It just like you have to be able to actually set up. So like in an ideal world where you always set up, you don't have to play these guys. But like we're not gonna always draw totally optimally unless we're playing quad Burnet, because then we always draw optimally. Yeah. What happened to the Lost Box deck? This one or this one? We went 1-2 drop yesterday. We just had some awkward hands, just Lost Box things. Not really. I did a little, but I didn't mess with it too much. The deck is cool. Like it's probably I probably should mess around with it more. I just like did not draw very well, and I also messed up too, so playing a deck that I haven't tested much and then trying to play it on the tournament and stream is not. Yeah, it just like if the draws were better, I definitely could have been 3-0. I just like drawing a ton of energies, or like the first game I could not find Snorlax, or I couldn't find a Nest Ball, and then I had to lost on all my switching cards because Comfy was giving me like super bad flower selectings. It's frustrating. Like just when Lost Box is right, it like feels unbeatable, but there are like games where it just feels so garbage because you're just drawing handfuls of energies or your gates and your recovery cards and you can't find your Colruses. Well, like the thing with Kyogre is, yeah, they Iono you, but they're Ionoing you to 4. It's not like to 2 or 1, and your deck is still gonna be pretty small. I think if you're super afraid of Iono, playing a PAL pad isn't bad. Can you just like chuck back in double Chorus, and you're always gonna find Chorus off of Iono, and you're gonna get to the bottom regardless. But it's gonna be an Iono to 4. Like it's not gonna be, or 3. It's not gonna be an Iono to 2 or 1. So like you still can rebuild your hands. And Kyogre is, Kyogre's very good. Like it's hard to beat Mew without it. It's hard to beat Miraidon. I guess not necessarily hard to beat Miraidon, but they can hand disrupt you. They can sometimes play Penny, so it makes them like it makes that matchup a lot easier to be playing Kyogre. And the other one I was playing was this. I didn't play it as much, but it's a little different. We got Roxanne, Wo-Chin, Bravery Charm as like stuck with colors for a bit. So like how are you bumping stadiums and are you just playing lots of Lost Vacuums that you could find with Arven? Or are you just playing like tons of like without Lumineon Squawkabilly, like you're kind of like seems like it could be very hard to set up. You're just having to like huge counts of supporter cards. Arven's good in the right situation. It's not an overpowered card, but it's good in the right situation. I also want to play this more because it's a funny deck, and I have a lot of fun playing with it, but also falls into the not super competitive bucket. Like it's like someone just top 8'd tournament yesterday with it, but it's just not super. Like yeah, we had the tournament on Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever that was. That I really should have. I should have been 4-1 with Snorlax if the deck would have wanted to work correctly. Alright, so we are up against Lost Box this round. I'm going to stick it out until my next loss, I guess. Try to rebound from here. Okay. Yeah, it is. Oh, it sounds awkward in a different way. Like, yeah, you don't have 2 prize bench sitters, but your early game seems very sus. But if it's working for you, then that's all right. Sounds pretty sketchy. At least those early turns sound pretty sketchy. Dang. 1 and 2. I was like just hitting his. My opponents just have drawn super well. Also, like I can't get super upset about that. It's just kind of crazy. Like these like Pidgeot builds, like no sort of Arceus to back up their draw engine, are still getting turn 2 Pidgeot against us. It's just, it's frustrating. It shouldn't be frustrating because we have no control over it. It just is because it feels like you're. I mean, I'm obviously not doing everything right, but it feels like very annoying when like you think you're doing the best that you can most of the time, and you still just can't win because your opponent is drawing good and you're drawing bad. Set the challenge. Here we go. Yeah, Snorlax is a really good card right now. That's why I was like trying to build that like regular, or not really regular, but just like more Snorlax based Lost Box deck. That was like kind of the idea behind it because Snorlax is just insane right now. Yeah. Like a lot of Pidgeot decks feel like absolute crap if they don't set up Pidgeot. Like if they set up Pidgeot, like the deck works, but like, that's pretty much the only thing that keeps these piles going together. Yeah. Like Chien-Pao with Pidgeot feels like a theme deck most of the time, but like you get the Pidgeot going and you just like turn into BDAF for a few turns. And you still lose to Iono PAL. That's the hilarious part. Maybe someone will prove me wrong at or not Peoria, but Pittsburgh, and Chien-Pao is better than I think it is. At least with Pidgeot, I don't think. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do, honestly, with how. Well, this metagame is not as bad as some other ones. There's just like a lot of cards that are frustrating, and it's definitely easy to like overanalyze everything, get super upset. But you just kind of got to keep pushing and realize that when you do mess up, it's not very constructive to just like get super upset about it. And like as long as you analyze why you messed up and try to put yourself into a situation not to make that same mistake again, then you'll get better over time. It's super cliche, and it's like hard to do in that moment when you're just like super frustrated because you got higher rolled, or you Iono'd your opponent into 2 to exactly the cards that they needed. You're getting destroyed by Regieleki? Like Miraidon Regieleki, or like Regieleki control? Or like what Regieleki? So Nest Ball for Sealstone. Like they're had some painful loss zones early. Like if they can get a Raikou knockout, I'll move on. I'll scoop and move on with my life. Alpat getting sent to the loss zone. They're just gonna cram. Alright, good. Lugia will live. Oh, it's a Path Lost Box deck. That's funny. I don't think so. It seems very unfair sometimes. Like it's not like a specific card to exactly one archetype. Anyone can use it, and it's only good for the first turn. It's just a super strong card, but like it's not like specific to exactly one deck. What's the worst design card? There isn't a ton of like horrible design. Lugia is pretty bad, I guess. Lugia is kind of bad. The Lost Zone engine as a whole feels like, yeah, it opens up creativity, but it does feel super overpowered sometimes. But I think that like Lost Box is a tough deck to play, has a high skill ceiling. So I think it's all right. It just like feels super oppressive when everything's going right for your opponent, and then it seems like whenever you play it, it draws like absolute garbage. So it's like, I think that's why a lot of newer inexperienced players get frustrated with Lost Box, because it like totally destroys whatever maybe fun or new deck that they're trying. But then also, it's hard for just a new player to pick it up and play Lost Box themselves. So like they just get like super frustrated and just say how horrible Sableye is and leave Pokemon. Obviously not what we want. I think Sableye could have used a little extra thought before they decided to release that card. Lost Box would look much different without Sableye. Like, you still would see Tina, you still would see Turbo. Just, it would have to be... Yeah, I agree, Riot Sound. Of course, we did have one bad draw the first round. It's still Lugia, though. You get bad hands, or just clunky hands sometimes. But I feel like I at least could be 2-1 right now if I would have played it better. You beat a Lost Box with Dialga? Good job. So I don't know what my opponent is going for here. I guess, are they going to be going for a Lost Mine into Radiant Greninja? They're playing Path, so that like kind of throws me off. Like Path and Jet like aren't usual cards in like Turbo. But we do see the Forest Steel Sign. We see Super Rod. I'm guessing this is probably a Kyogre build then. Okay, they're gonna go for the Archeops. The Archeops play. One thing I are Reggie's worth learning? No. It was a very good deck before rotation, like a year ago. It's not really that good anymore. It's just like the Pokemon are too bulky and it doesn't hit quite as good weaknesses right now. It is a single prizer that does decent into Lost Box, which is sort of unusual, but it's not consistent or fast enough to make up for that. It's a two-shot. Like, at least before, you had like Regirock hit Arceus. You could hit Palkia and Lugia with the Regieleki, but now things like Gardevoir or even Tina, you can't really deal with super well. But I guess Tina, they're not going to be swinging with the actual Tina. They should be playing. They should be using their single prizers. Ultra Ball. Let's just thin out Archeops. So let's get the other lags. They just dumped all the counters onto Archeops. They didn't go for the play, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's fun. If you're looking for a deck to have fun that won't cost you too many credits, and Reggie's is definitely good for that. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup. Or at least just how this game is set up. Maybe could have put a double turbo on there. Probably should have. Someone used Star Requiem on Lax. Yeah, we had that happen on stream yesterday too. It's pretty hilarious. I don't really like just people just not read the cards. Like they just like know that Snorlax. Like they don't read the cards. They just think like maybe it blocks damage counters, so that's why it blocks Snorlax. Or why it blocks Lost Mine. But they don't think it through with other interactions. It's kind of funny though when you. Sure, Free Agent Mirror. What do you? What like specifically? Because there's like a lot of decks that are like sort of. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! You have like freaking novels written on your cards. Like I'm not gonna read a whole paragraph of text. Like I have 2 sentences here. I'm good. Like on Yu-Gi-Oh! I have to read a book to know what your card does. Like Free Agent, there's a lot of decks that are not super high usage rate. I wouldn't call them rogue, but they're also, I wouldn't call them like, I guess top meta either. Like something like Urshifu or Arceus Gudra, Lost Zone Gudra. I prefer Arceus Gudra over Lost Goo. 2-1. Good job, Lunatone. Pretty sick. Are you still playing your Lunarock deck? Or what do you... Or wait, 2-1 in this tournament or a different one? I'm confused. Because this is round 4 here. Some rapid strike single prize deck? Oh, on ladder, okay. I was confused. This is round 4. What's going on here? You're 3-1? Good job. What are you playing? Okay, I wonder what they're trying to do here. They're down double rod. Damn, I haven't really been paying too close attention to what they've been doing. Tinglu, Noivern, or Glamora. If I were to pick one out of those three, I would say Lost Noivern. It's a deck that I've like sort of at least just thought about for a little bit, because like Noivern is super powerful right now. It's just the attack dominating Echo. The loss is late check-in. That's so you're technically 3-0. But I don't think any three of those decks are terribly powerful right now. So if you're playing to win, I wouldn't really recommend those particular decks. But I guess I would pick either Tinglu or Noivern. If they get a Roxanne, I'm just gonna boss and KO Sableye if they don't attack this turn. Oh, there's lots of just like straight up grass decks that beat Zard, but they don't beat anything else, so. Like, Tina is reasonable into Zard. Urshifu. Yeah, it's hard just to play a deck that takes the L to Tina right now. Guardy, LZ, Tina, Miraidon, and Mew. I think that's. I wouldn't put Miraidon that high, but I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, Zard is the usage rate is out of control, but the overall win rate of the deck is not actually that good. It's just people who are playing the new thing, and it's since there was so little to mess with out of Obsidian Flames, like all concentrated in Charizard. Playing against Guardy will best fleck. Under my opponents are, I think that they don't even have anything that they can Echoing Horn, can they? Yeah, so going for a crazy four prize Kyogre is gonna be hard. And also they've like spent 2 rods. So they might have 1 left at most. They've already spent, like, I don't even know what this Lost Box deck is. There is someone who's been playing Tyranitar who's been doing decent, but really not a lot of people are playing T-Tar right now. Does Noivern auto lose Zard? Like, can't you just go half dominating Echo? There goes Dragonite. I know, like, they can slowly manually attach back up and, like, you have no big one-shot option. So I think that's why you sort of have to pair it alongside Lost Zone and have Sableye and Cramorant and maybe even Snorlax to at least have some sort of other options. But yeah, straight Noivern is not going to do super well. I think you're probably okay into Lost Teen if you're playing a Lost Zone build, because you can just throw all your single prizes at them. You don't even have to use Noivern. Yes, yeah. You pretty much play for play from the board after turn 2, basically. It's a very weird deck. Like, you're doing very little actions after you get double Archeops. Yeah, that does make Lost Zone sort of frustrating. There's not like a one card that totally fixes the matchup. Yeah, for sure. But there's like not. There's a lot of decks that are like decent into Tina, but like if Tina draws hot, there's like very few decks that actually stand a chance against it. But the thing is, Tina doesn't draw hot that consistently. Beating up with a Lunatone, good job. All right, we'll take the win for this round. I don't even really know what my opponent was trying to do there. Like, they didn't even really get to play their game at all. All right, so we're 2-2. There we go. This is why I'm playing Lugia on stream pretty good, because like I can just shut my brain off and interact with chat after turn 2. I also think Lugia's good too. I wonder if 5-2 can finish in the top 12 here. I wonder if there's gonna be lots of people at 2-2, or at, yeah, like 2-2 or 3-2 who end up dropping. Let's see, we're already down to like 20 people have already dropped, so maybe we can still sneak into the top 12 and maybe I think he runs Mewtwo. Yeah, it doesn't really hard counter anything really. And it's like a super hot or cold deck. Like you get all your Vips and you're popping off, or you just like miss Vip and you're just like, this feels pretty bad. I do like Palkia. Like you can play Starmie. I think that's pretty good right now for all the Arc and Guard. Yeah, I guess not say Guardy, but like Arc. It's pretty solid against. It can be okay against Guardy. Like if they load up a Hugization, you can gust around it and knock out a big Guardy in the right circumstances. And also you just have like Radiant Greninja. EX Guard Energy. V-Guard is pretty relevant. Like you do not beat Tina without it. There's no shot you have a good Tina matchup. Like it makes their early game so much harder. Also makes the Urshifu matchup a lot better too. Otherwise they could two-shot you with Inteleon. For sure. That's why I'm not a huge fan of. Well, that's why one of the reasons why I didn't play Guardy for NIC. That's why I played Tina. Which is funny with Tina, a deck that also has to worry about ties. And I finished 6-3. I had 0 game 3s the entire. Well, I had 1 game 3. But it really should have been. No, I didn't have any. If I wouldn't have got a penalty, I would have had a game 3. But yeah, 6-3, all 2-0s or 0-2s. It was funny. Against Koraidon. Yeah, like I do play super fast. I guess I did. I had 1 game that was just 1 win, and there was no second game because my opponent was slow playing. Yeah, Radiant Greninja is just such a fun card. I think that's a much safer pick. Like, yeah, you could play those other meme decks and have fun, but like you're not probably gonna win. So if you're going for CP, you probably shouldn't play something like Tinglu or Glamora or even Noivern. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Captain? You have to really know what you're doing, yeah. And also, I feel like this is coming out of like the online era where like you don't have to worry about scooping. This is best of 1, or even on PCGO. Like you don't have to shuffle your cards. You don't have to actually handle your cards. Everything's so much more streamlined. Like people don't. I feel like going back in, like maybe I sort of forgot about it because I hadn't played IRL in such a long time. But I feel like people anymore like just don't know when to scoop, or like they're just content playing a game to its conclusion even when they have no chance of winning. And like with decks like Lost and with Guardy, you have to be willing to like accept that there is a line for me to win this game, but it's not that likely. I'm gonna have to. I want to be able to finish this game, and not tie if we like. I want to be able to finish a game 2 and a game 3. I don't think if you're playing to win, you have to play Tina. There's a lot of good decks right now, and Tina, it takes a lot of mental capacity, a lot of skill. And it feels amazing part of the time, but it feels like absolute trash the other part of the time. For sure. That's like one of the most important skills that like it's pretty tough. Is like because it only really comes with experience. There's like no like hard guide like in this exact moment you should scoop. It's like just pretty much takes experience and playing in enough tournaments, knowing your deck well. Like I thought of making that for like I can tell people in a guide video know when to scoop, but if someone asks me like, hey, in what exact moment do I scoop? I can tell you like when you're behind, but like that's sort of ambiguous. Well, not necessarily so you don't show the full power of your deck, but like if I'm down 2 prizes early, I miss knockout on my 3rd turn, and my chances of winning are pretty small. Like maybe my only way of winning is going like Iono Path and just hoping that wins me the game. I probably should consider picking up my cards and at least trying to close 2 games and be able to win. I know it's kind of tough with decks like Lost Box, where there's so many crazy combos that you can do. It's a very, very awkward thing to learn how to do when you get past turn 1. Yeah. Yeah, just getting the feel for playing IRL, because it is very different. Like, even I played a ton IRL before 2019, and then COVID, and I didn't play again until 2023. That's like 4 years without playing online cards, or not playing in-person cards. So it definitely takes a little getting used to again, because everything's so much more streamlined on the online client. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm enjoying going to League every weekend. Like, even though I'm not getting a whole lot of like prizing or anything crazy for going, like, it just helps get me more acclimated to IRL. I think it's just an important experience, and like, if you have a league in your area and it's something you're able to attend, I would definitely recommend it. Like, even if you're not the best player, just like going there just to learn, because you can learn. At least in my area, the other players there are very, very receptive. I'm sure this is the case for other places too. They're very receptive to newer players. Like, they will generally try to help you if you're new or trying to improve. Yeah, for sure. That's why, like, I think people kind of get lazy with prize checking, or like just like don't want to put in the effort to do it in real life. Like, there's some situations, like if it's game 3, not much time left, you don't want to spend 3 minutes prize checking, I can understand that. But at least checking for the important cards, like just bosses orders, energies, attackers. Maybe don't count all your ultra balls, all your quick ball or nest balls, but just making sure you know where your important cards are is super important. Nah, what's up, Zed? I don't think you should be able to just pick up your prize card. Like, that kind of gotta cut. Ew. Yeah, if you're efficient with it, like, it adds more intricacy to the game. Like, you might as well just flip your like why even put them face down then? Like, just shuffle them when you're about to take your prize card. I guess you don't want your opponent to know them, but I don't know what he's playing. Yeah, like, you're most likely playing a quick ball, or not quick ball. Why do I keep saying quick ball? Like an ultra or a nest or Lumineon on the first turn anyway. And it's not that much extra time to go ahead and do it. You gotta be efficient with it. Make sure you're not slow playing. Make sure you're being reasonable. It's just like something that you'll get faster with it as you practice. Like, just the issue with ties right now is not prize checking. It's with all these it's with all the decks like Guardian and Lost, and they're always playing long games, and also just people don't know how to scoop. Like, just, I think honestly, before we institute like automatic prize check on the first turn, how about everyone scoops appropriately? I know that's much easier said than done to actually apply that, but it's like frustrating though when, like, I'm playing Tina. I'm like, if I win the first game, I'm gonna drop the second game. I'm probably going to tie unless if we play a whole 2 games to the conclusion. So like, when my opponent's just sitting there and we have like, they play a full game onto the conclusion, and I like decisively win, and then we have like 30 minutes left, I drop game 2, we have 10 minutes left for game 3. Like, if they would have scooped like 10 minutes earlier, or 5 minutes earlier, we'd actually have some time to finish the game. It's like just super frustrating, and like not helping themselves at all. No, not really. That's excessive. You don't need 2 minutes to decide a chorus. I don't remember what the I think in certain matchups you can just like single Archeops is fine. Like things like Lost Zone Box, where you really don't need, like, in matchups where you're not using Wyrdeer for a big 2 prize knockout, I think it's like it's okay. If that's all you have, then that's fine. Just of course you never want to use, you always would rather have 2 than 1, but there's sometimes, like in those matches where you need Wyrdeer to take big 1-shots, you probably have to have 2. But sometimes you don't have a choice when it's just like turn 2, your opponent's gonna put pressure on you, you gotta respond, then you have to. Yeah, if your opponent, the way I go about it is I'll ask them to hurry up maybe once or twice, and then if they don't, I'll call a judge. Like, I'm not just gonna like shark you and just instantly call a judge when you take more than 30 seconds to decide your action. But also, I'm not just gonna let you slow play me into a tie. Like, I'm not scared to call a judge. What's the worst thing a judge is gonna say to me? Like, oh no slow play here, sorry. Like, okay, at least I tried. And maybe I'll scare my opponent into playing faster if they know that I'm willing to call a judge. Well, that's good. All right, next round is up, so let's get it. We're up against T-Tar this round. Oh no, this is probably a horrible matchup. I guess like the deck probably isn't super fast, maybe inconsistent. But like if they get going, I guess like Snorlax early is gonna be pretty good into Wyrdeer. If the late game is like Lax has to use so many energies. I think colorless is better in my opinion for this current metagame. I would personally play colorless if I was well, I'm going to a tournament tomorrow, but if I'm going to Pittsburgh, I probably would be playing colorless Lugia. Tyranitar. Yeah, I know, it's kind of cringe. It's a fun deck. I know there's a lot of Tyranitar fans out there who want it to be good. I think maybe after we get like a rotation and we like whack Lost Box out, or just Lost Box just leaves, then T-Tar starts to look a lot more appealing. I guess then we lose Gengar and Gapejaw too, so we're gonna have to have ways to damage the bench. But if it ever has a way to be fast enough and an efficient way to deal with single prizers, then the deck becomes a lot more appealing in the current meta. But like right now, it's not particularly fast, and you can't efficiently trade with single prizers. And like if I'm gonna be a slow deck that evolves, I'd rather just be Guardian, be consistent, and have a super strong late game. Because Guardian probably has the weakest early game of like a meta deck, but like it is by far the strongest late game. Like I'm gonna be hitting 330 on you, I'm gonna put you down to 1 or 2 cards, and I have access to my whole deck basically. that'd be funny, King, but or not King, but Captain. But if you want to do it, sure. I don't have to do it unless you really want to. That's something that you want to do though. Palkia, Arcanine, Koraidon. Did you face JDX? Maybe it was JDX. I don't know. I probably do need to fix the chat though. The black letters do kind of blend into the okay, well, if it's something that you want to do, I'd be cool with it. Any sort of free sponsorship's always appreciated. I do like want to make some of my own merch, but also I don't know how the copyright works. Like I don't want to get in trouble with Pokemon for profiting off of their IP. Like I don't think they would care, but also I don't really want to take the chance and then just get like so maybe if I change the logo to the channel and have like a non-Pokemon logo, kind of like Tricky Jam has, like yeah, his YouTube banner and stuff has got Pokemon in it. But like his merch doesn't. Like, I know there's people who have like merch with Pokemon on it, like for the Win TCG or LDF, but I just don't want to potentially get in some trouble because of a silly mistake I could avoid. Okay. Wow. 1 Larvitar down. Boss off the top. Dang it! If we get a better hand, we can knock out this only dude. There's no way I'm playing. There's no way I'm playing Iono. Let's turn up. Let's do that. Alright, let's just... This feels kind of gross. I like never use Zard. I wish I could face Miraidon so I actually could actually could use it, and it's like it's designed matchup. But I was like, keep facing, like, since adding in the Zard to my Lugia deck, I've hit 0 Miraidons. Of course, it's just how it works. I'll put Gift, I'll put the Therapeutic. So like I might work on, and also like if I were to put out merch, I'd want it to be good. Like I'm not just gonna like make some sort of like cheap shirt with like my logo on it and that's it. Like I'd want it to be nice. Like I want it to be something personally I would wear that like looks good. So I'm not gonna go out there and like pay a graphic designer to like make it look good for me, but like also I want it to at least be something decent. I personally think if you're trying to beat Miraidon, you have to beat Radiant Charizard. If you're personally not afraid of Miraidon, you think you're not going to encounter any, then sure, just play another Lax, play some other cards. I don't think you need 3 Snorlax. I think that's overkill. There are some spots though, like I had one spot today where like I really wanted Luxray Reversal. They actually get to the T-Tar. Where's my Dunsparce at? Too bad it's like not 100 then 150. So they can knock out this Snorlax. Oh, imagine if we could one-shot it with Wyrdeer this turn. Probably impossible. Right? Because this can get us 8 energies, 10. I guess we could theoretically take this knock. Top the Jet. Okay, let's think this through. I don't remember how many double turbos I have in deck though. Come on, Lax. I want to bench you. Okay, I'm probably just gonna research this hand. I did attach quite a few jets though early on. Only 2 jets, but we could go and attach both double turbos and then all 4 double turbos, and that would be 240, 280, and I would just need jet, and then that's knockout. Is it worth going for? How big of a deck do I have? I can't tell. Thank you. I guess go 32. Oops, not that. Interesting. Is it worth it? Like, okay, you know what? Sure, why not? I'm not gonna use both primal turbos, otherwise I could like just leave myself without an attack this turn and that'd be really bad. And also I could just draw into all my energies and that would suck. We did it. We actually did it, right? That's, yeah. 240 plus 120, that is 360, and that is the game. Deck finally decided to function at full capacity. Let's go. People who tell me that Colorless Lugia doesn't have the same damage ceiling as Single Strike Lugia. Plays like this. I want to show them plays like this. So, bam, there we go. Wyrdeer is absolutely clutch. Alright. There we go. 3 and 2. Plus the deck. The deck is finally deciding to work. It took like 4 rounds, but it wants to function at full capacity now. And also, I guess there's not too much thought into that. It's Lugia. I haven't really got a chance to view what people are playing because I've like kind of been average Lugia W. Oops, that's wrong. Okay. I'm like still not sure that I can make top cut. Like how many people have dropped? 60, so 30 people have dropped, and also these people who I'm gonna be better than. Yeah. But also if it's print to order merch, I'm not out any money. Like I can just have it on my channel, and if people want to buy it, sure. It's just not any extra not any extra work for myself. Like if I can find like a print to order service, like yeah, I'll have to give them some money for each sale. I'm not an expert at how any of this works either, but yeah, channel memberships, Patreon are probably are probably good ideas too. I guess like I could write like Patreon articles, but like is that something people care about? Is that something that people would pay for? Because like like if that's something people are interested in, like they'd be willing to support me with you're losing to Luminous. I'm sorry, Jude. If that's something people would be willing to, I wouldn't charge outrageous amount. It would just be a few dollars for maybe an article every week to 2 weeks. But something that could be explored. I'm definitely learning as I go. Like this is not something I'm very experienced in, especially with how crazy fast that the channel has grown lately. I'm still just amazed on how Other is winless. I'm just kind of amazed because this channel went months gaining what, like it'd be like 2 subscribers, 17 watch hours in 1 day, and that'd be an average day. And it took me, well, I started in January and I got monetized last week. It took me months, but like over 6 months to get 4,000 watch hours, and I'm like basically almost doubled my watch hours in like the last month. Like it's crazy. Like I'm almost over 4K again. Like it's we probably have enough time, Captain. Oh yeah, I'm very grateful. Like I'm very proud of what we have here. It's taken some time and effort to build it up, but yeah. I should eventually have, like, with how much I'm streaming, I should eventually have channel memberships on here. How did I do? I've played in 3 official Welcome to Capitalism. I played in 3 IRL events since COVID. League Challenge, which I went 4-0 and got first. Another League Challenge this season when I went 3-1 and got third. And then I played at NIC and went 6-3 and I lost and I went into day 2. It was tragic, but I made a video on the channel about it. I sort of wish I vlogged that event because I feel like it could have been. I don't have the setup for it, but it would have been, at least after I lost, I feel like it would have been an interesting moment just to capture. I lost my win. It's been an interesting moment just to kind of record my thoughts, because it's just it's funny how things work out sometimes. Like it's hard to describe, but because it would be just interesting to capture those moments where, like, it'd be hard to talk to the camera when you're kind of feeling emotional like that. But I think it could make for some interesting content. I wouldn't go out and call my channel growth capitalism though. It's just, unless capitalism is putting more work and more time into your content, and then that is capitalism. But I don't think that is capitalism. That's just hard work. I think it would be, you're losing to Luminous. I can't help you, Jude. I'm sorry. I think it's a good deck to take to a league challenge. The league challenge I played in was last format, so I didn't play this deck, but like before COVID, I had like, yeah, those are my first events as a master, because I was a senior previously before COVID and I aged up during COVID. Someday I like really like to, like, maybe it'd be through animation or clever editing or somehow like through pictures, but I'd love to be able to turn some of my old Pokemon experiences into actually consumable content. Cause I can like sit here and tell you guys about it, but it wouldn't be the same. It'd be hard to put it into an engaging way to get people to watch through, but I feel like there are things that could be learned from it if I can use my experience to help other people not only be better at Pokemon, but maybe help them be better as an individual. Then that's like kind of my mission here on this channel. Oh, 3 and 2. Our team, well, yeah, decks that are consistent and don't really require too much thought are pretty solid decks. Real life. I'm like pretty scared that I end up missing this. I could Burnet and read the wind. That feels pretty bad though. We just always say Ultra Ball double Archeops, so chat. Trust. Close. But not quite. Where's Squawk? Where's Squawk when you need it? It's okay. It is fine. Yeah. If my opponent wants to use Starport, I'll take this knockout. Sure. Oof. Hoping to find like Ultra Ball or Physical Draw Supporter, because I'd really prefer not to bench Lumineon in this situation if I don't have to. I feel like sometimes it's underestimated how, like, if you're going to like a long 9-round best-of-3 tournaments, it's hard to play Lost Box for that many games straight and play at a consistent high level. I think that's why decks like Lost Box and maybe even Guardian do better real life, or better online than they do in real life, because or something like Arceus or Lugia, you don't have too much variation in your game plan. It's pretty much the same thing every time, not a lot of decisions. So like those decks are just better on the brain for big tournaments. So am I gonna get cross switcher belt and get this Lugia knocked out? That'd be sort of tragic. Wait, they're knocking out Snorlax? I don't think that's it. Come on, top deck Lugia, please. Please give me Lugia off the top. Please. No. Alright. This is okay. Maybe it's not okay. Maybe it's not okay. Come on, please. No. Alright, Great Ball. It's up to you. It's up to you, Great Ball. I prized one Lugia. Come on, Lugia. Oof. Well, I think that's probably the game. That's probably it. No Lugia. Still 3 cards deeper and still no more Lugia. Oh man. This deck feels like absolute trash sometimes when you just draw like this. Like I saw one Ultra Ball and I saw 3 outs to Lugia the whole game. Great Ball is a weird card because like it is RNG just like Mesa Goza. And Mesa Goza would be more stadium bumps. Okay. Please give me a good top deck. Where are my Lugias? Lugia is still missing in action. I probably should put a double turbo on the active. It's okay. Finally, we hit some Lugias. 40 years later. How close is it until the next round? I don't want to run too far over here. Still 6 matches left in 7 minutes. We can get Lumen. Then let's Summoning Star. Oops, no. No, Snorlax. Not you. Get out of here, buddy. Primal Turbo. Like this like Belt or Luxray could maybe get me back into this game. Probably unreasonable at this point. I'm like sort of 4 prizes behind. Maybe I should have set evolved this Lugia, retreated, and gone into this, and like hoped to like collapse off this Lugia V-Star. I should have Primal Turboed first. I'm expert sequencing here, guys. Expert sequencing. Sure, I guess. So now we need a Lugia to live for a turn, and that's kind of sketchy. I guess my opponent only took one prize with that early Snorlax knockout, so didn't take a big 2-prize knockout. So maybe we're still okay. So they got down to 3, I got down to 2. Like they can go for a big Hailblade knockout. I can't really do too much about that. Like, if I had Single Strike here and I could go T-Tar, Luxray, or something, I'd feel a lot better about this. Just got one of those Lugia games, though, where the deck feels super awkward. Is it correct to, like, Speedwing here? Okay. Let's try this. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? It's just a practice game anyway. What's the worst that could happen? I'll play Iono, Speedwing. And last Iono. Did I prize any? Yeah, or no, we didn't prize any. Let's get rid of that. Let me attach Luminous to Zard. I should have done my energies differently, but that's okay. Or should have attached 2 with the first Primal Turbo and not manually attached. But this is okay. Take the knockout with Speedwing. We have Boss Radzard, and then we go Boss Lugia VSTAR to close this game. Collapse would have been very nice, but no such luck there. Sure, let's just do this. Like, honestly, I'm probably not grabbing... I don't even have a Lumineon. That makes that dude a little harder to take out, and then we just Speedwing. I don't really need double Primal Turbo at this point. Alright. Because then we go... They're gonna go into Chien-Pao. Did they just find the boss, and I guess they can Shivery Chill for the energy? They probably have 1 or 2 bosses and cross switchers. Ugh, man, Iono is a lie. Always giving my opponent busted hands. Alright, concealed cards, maybe they're not there yet. Maybe we're okay. What's my opponent's win percentage? I think it's absolutely garbage, so I'm probably not making the next phase, honestly. Let's see. I have a 37% opponent's win percentage. Absolutely atrocious. Yeah, probably not then. So the person I lost in the first round must have done pretty bad. Yeah, they're 2-2. For other person I lost to is 2-2. That's pretty bad. Alright, they're gonna Star Portal. So where are they gonna put those energies? Because I'm just gonna knock out whatever they put those energies on. Alright, I'm taking that Chien-Pao out. Or do they have cross switchers? Are they gonna cross and KO Lugia? If they do that, I'm just scooping for sure. No. So I'm just gonna take this knockout with Charizard and hope they don't have boss in hand to win it. Something Collapse would be massive. Nope. Okay. Top taking Collapse would have been huge there. Yeah, we had both of them in deck. We can't really go for it now. I just play to set up Wyrdeer, maybe to close out this one. Put all the energies down. Question Blast. I didn't see Wyrdeer in there. Did I already discard it? I think it's surprised, isn't it? Yeah, it's surprised. No Wyrdeer either. And we don't have we have a Serena left, so we can close out this game if we can top deck Serena. But also if my opponent just has double cross switchers, they win. Or boss's orders. One turn too slow. Like if we can go first, we can take that first knockout. Would be a lot easier for us. But Lugia is such a coin flip deck, from the opening coin flip to aromas. It's frustrating being Lugia sometimes. Will we ever return to? I guess we never really were ever in a metagame that it was okay to go second, but these, like, it's, unless you're playing Lost Box, what, Burnet stream meme? Maybe. Come on, just help like Serena, please. Oh my goodness, let's go! Busted deck! I take everything back, Lugia. I love Lugia. It's my favorite deck ever. Sorry, Captain. That was nasty. I really should not have won that one. I don't know how you did not have double cross switchers. Yeah, Wyrdeer, you would have been nice, buddy. Skill tip. I don't know about that. It's something. Alright, next round is up. What will we be up against? We up against Zard again. Hey, we upgrade to a 3-1-1. That could be good for our opponent's win percentage. Alright, there we go. Alright, Zard's always brick, right? Bad deck's brick, right? Right? Yeah. That was pretty funny. That was my only win condition because Wyrdeer was still in the prize cards. I guess we played our outs. Even if it's 1 in 10, we take it. GG's, Captain. Do you like not have any way to get cross switchers or boss or anything? I'm like, super surprised that you didn't have it. I'm also kind of surprised you opted to use the crosses early to relax instead of just punching into that Lugia V. Like, you put yourself on odd prizes, so yeah, me neither, honestly. That was crazy. Like, yeah, all you need to do, you play 1 boss or 2 bosses? Because you still double cross and probably 1 or 2 boss, depending on your list. Oh, my back is dead. This sitting in this chair for so many hours a week now. 2 boss, man. So you had like 4. Did you have any crosses in hand? Like, you had like so many outs, and like Irida gets you closer. Man, that's definitely fortunate for me that time. All right, we're going first. Up against the Zard. Had no cross. Okay, so Irida wasn't game then. Okay. Great Ball once again is gonna be kind of sus. I just put Gift on, and then like we can't really afford to have any margin for error against Zard unless they're also gonna be bricking. So. Oh, it's Lost Zard? Okay, I guess I can't tell that on Limitless, but don't see that too often. Spicy. Oh, we'll get the V-Star. Oh, well, at least I'm not... Ooh. I think this match is probably even worse for me then. Like, they're going to be slower. They're not going to be as consistent. Instant flower selecting is a good sign. Not the League HQ. They got the chorus, though. They're able to play Pokemon. No. Alright, so okay, they got stuff in hand if they're lost setting those 2 cards. Either that or they just drew into 3 choruses. There's Cram. So they Cram. And they Cram and just pass. Okay, so if I can take out this Comfy and Iono, I don't even necessarily need double Archeops. I just need Cram and I just need 1 Archeops. I don't care. Come on. Please, deck? I guess not. This deck feels... Maybe when we were just doing really well, we were just like drawing insanely hot for like 5 straight tournaments, and this is actually how Lugia is. Man. This is how Lugia is. This is... I don't think this is usual Lugia gameplay. It's just some bad vibes today, I guess. So there's gonna be a... They're gonna punish me with Kramer, but I think that Chorus is in hand, so like putting those to the bottom with the Iono is pretty tough. How to consistently do stuff, like in terms of like setting up. Okay, I'm gonna research this turn. 1 second. I'll get to your question after this turn. Let me play my turn first though, and then I'll get you. But like, do you mean like setting up, or like deciding on what actions to make? Like if you've too many options and you can't decide what to do, or I don't need a summoning stars yet actually. Okay, let's grab Minion. Let's grab. I guess we got Flip first. Tails. Let's grab a Snorlax. And we take out their Cramorants. Just can bench Snorlax, just have a safe escape rope pivot, and we don't have the Archeops yet. What actions to make? So I think in a Tyranitar deck, one list that I've seen going around is playing the Mew from Celebrations to help you just have something to start with, something that can get you all your rare candies and stuff. I'll pull up the list after this game, but someone's been doing decent in some tournaments with like this Tyranitar EX list. That's like, it seems pretty basic. There's like it's not really too much intricacy to it. But I guess it's like your core game plan with Tyranitar is attacking as getting 2 energies on a Tyranitar and trying to get a Gengar in the discard pile. So your whole early game should be getting as many Larvatars down as possible, and if you ever have like the opportunity to like Ultra Ball twice and grab Gengar, then grab another Gengar, just like make sure you get that one Gengar down so you can pop it onto the bench. And yeah, Lucario is a bit too much, I think. I think Gengar is just a bit more streamlined. Like if you're always getting like 5 on the bench turn 1, then yeah, Lucario is the way to go, but it's hard to set up that optimally every single game. But I'll pull up the list, or maybe I can send a link in chat of this, like the list that's kind of been going around lately. It's a pretty good list. It's not like trying to do too much, I think. It's just pretty basic. So let me see if I can send it in chat here while I'm playing. Yeah, I quite like Lugia. No problem. If you ever have any questions, just... Okay. I think that's the right thing, right? Hopefully that worked how I wanted it to. Yep, there we go. Because we're playing one of the Dark Tyranitars too, to be able to have like a Dark type attacker to one-shot like Gardevoir's one-shot Muse. Stay cooking, okay. I got you. Their hand still sucks. Like, I'm just gonna retreat and lax them. I might not even use a Lugia. I've not even used Summoning Stars yet. I'm just literally chilling here with this crazy setup. Oh, my chat froze. Oh no. We are 3 prizes ahead. How much does that matter against, like, all they need to do is set up 1 Zards. Like, luckily we can find a boss with Lumineon. We have one of our boss's orders left. Why is my chat gone? Alright, there we go. Oh, it like deleted my link. Okay, Archeops is why is YouTube weird with links? Like, they just like purged my link. I'm not doing anything dangerous. I'm literally just trying to help out my chat, YouTube. Come on. Alright. My answer to Zard is set up first. Let's take the first prize. We have Wyrdeer as a one-shot option for late in the game. I'm just gonna Lumineon boss and then Summoning Star and take the knockout. This is like kind of the problem with, or we can just do that. That seems like the best option, actually. My opponent is like fuming right now because like of this setup that I've got without using a single Archeops. This is pretty funny. No, that's like super irresponsible to like collapse. It's like bench both guys collapsed. Is it though? Yeah, I do prefer this over single strike. Actually, I like this. I just like do not want you to have Artisan. I'm already super far ahead. I don't want to give you any chance to get back into this game. Gift. And let's put the Therapeutic and a DTE on this Lax. Probably our way to close out. Yeah, the Tyranitar is like super important to set up as quick as possible because you really don't have too much of a margin for error, especially against single prize decks where you're not gonna be trading super efficiently with them once they get going. But like you can, like against those Arceus decks, start hitting 280 turn after turn, and it's pretty hard for like an Arceus Giratina deck where they cannot one shot your Tyranitar in any way, and it's just punching you over and over again for 280. Like that's pretty good. They just scooped, so I'll show the list here on screen then. So because like it is, I think this person's figured out a pretty solid way to play Tyranitar. All right, let's do this. Oops, that's the wrong tab. Okay, it was the stupid one. Where is it? There it is, right here. The first went 5-2, so a respectable record. They also have done well at another previous tournament, but this is their Tyranitar list. I think like one, like I like if you're playing Lumineon, I'm playing one Arven because you do have some powerful tool cards, and you also can find rare candies with it. It's just like not trying to do too much, just like trying to get turn 2 Tyranitar as fast and consistently as possible. I would maybe like to see like an EXP share or like a second Raihan or another way to like load up. Like I know your Tyranitar is not likely gonna get one shot, but like if a Giratina can like Requiem you and you miss an attachment, like this list feels very bad. Like if you're missing one attachment. So maybe like I think Mew's insane in this deck. That playing 3 Mews is definitely a pretty good call. So maybe trying to fit like an EXP share or another Raihan. Could be pretty good. So we got one more round. The odds of, I guess we got up here, which is gonna be good for our resistance. Let's see, where are we at though? At 3-2, we're still at 37%. There's like no shot we actually make the next phase, but it's okay. We got like 10 ball search cards. I think Beach Court is probably the appropriate stadium if you're playing Mew, just have more ways to pivot it. It'd be nice to be able to play more bosses orders because I deck like T-Tar, you just want to be like just knocking out everything. Like make sure you're taking 2 prize knockouts every single turn. Like you gotta make sure also like you gotta make sure you have enough energies that you're able to find them. You gotta make sure you have all the setup cards. Like Gear has great synergy with Mew because it makes it so Mysterious Tail can find you a supporter card. Iono is like, I don't know if Research is like the best. Research is a good supporter, but it feels weird in these decks where like I don't want to throw away my boss, I don't want to throw away Raihans, I don't want to throw away energies, like or candies or evolutions, because there's no rods in this list. So like maybe the chorus would be better. I don't know. I haven't played this build of Tyranitar. I think like yeah, fitting in a rod would be pretty nice. Rod, Clara. Probably Rod's better if you have Mew to find it. Even can get energies back in the. So yeah, like maybe I don't really know how effective for a Seal Stone is. Like I know it means like Arven is like if you Lumineon for Arven, you're always gonna be like finding 2 cards that you really want. But like, is this better or something else? The issue with Pidgeot is like you have there are 2 more cards that aren't necessarily gonna be helping you immediately to set up. Like once you do get that line going, it's pretty amazing. Like if you're like going for like, this like more turbo approach and just like trying to get turn 2 Lightning Rampage for 250, Pidgeot's not gonna immediately help you. I've tried RCS on the channel. I tried the Pidgeot, like RCS Pidgeot T-Tar. I didn't play a ton of it, and I feel like my list probably could be better. Like you probably should be Gengar instead of Boggs. Yeah, I don't mind just like trying to be an RCS deck too, because you have that as early game attacking option. It does sort of suck that you can't put the energies on the Tyranitar, but like you could put EXP share and like pull the energy off the RCS onto that. But then if you have an EXP share, you're not putting Choice Belt on. Like maybe you have to play like maybe the play is playing RCS and then playing like Shopping Center. That sounds kind of scuffed, but I think that like Pidgeot opens up some interesting plays if you can get it all going. It's just getting going is already kind of Tyranitar's problem, and then you're putting in more cards that don't immediately help you. Still 10 minutes till the next round. There's gonna be a ton of 5 and 2s. Like we're probably we lost too many times early, so one more round, and then there's gonna be top it's like top 12 or something like that cut. But I don't think we're probably have the good enough resistance to make cut. Well, yeah, we're literally one of the worst 3 and 2s resistance wise. So yeah, I think we're actually the worst, 37%. So let's just get up paired, win next round, and we'll see. I think it's top 12 or something. Like, it's weird. Here, like let me pull it up. Oops, that's a different one. They ran a different one. Look, it's like 12 players advance, 7 Swiss rounds, and then 1 single elimination round. And then, so it's like 6 people advance to a double elimination bracket. Like, it's weird. I don't like get the setup here. Yeah, top 12, then you cut that down to 6, and then you put the 6 people in a double elimination bracket. I don't get it. Not really a not a format I think that is. I don't think it's a pretty good format, honestly. It's okay. Dang, the one Ardura is doing well. I know, that's I like just do top 16 single elimination if you like want to do a bigger cut. I don't know. Like why is this single elimination round necessary? Just make it 7 plus top 16. Yeah, it's all straight up best of 1 though. I guess I just want to go fast, and that's okay, but not your typical tournament. Not your usual setup to it. 5-0 with Arc Pidgeot. Pretty impressive. I'd like to see like I don't know RC Pidgeot. I assume that's that because that's what most these straight up RCs are. Or Tina's in top 8. Yeah, Tina's everywhere right now. Like I wish I would face more of these instead of the matchups that I've hit. I've hit 2 Zards, and so like we got a little unlucky. I played bad against this Zard. I just totally bricked in that matchup, and sort of almost came back, but my opponent drew incredibly hot, and I definitely low rolled. And then we've kind of built our way back on 3 straight poor draws, but it's okay. I just gotta keep adding to the Lugia page, because like look at this. Get away here, add. You have nothing. Like, Lugia, second highest win rate if you throw out these super low usage decks. I wouldn't say it's an auto win, but it's not as, it's like, for being like the second most popular deck, it's not that good. I gotta keep adding to this. Get out of here, ad. Ads are plotting to destroy my channel. I actually don't want like an ad that like, I don't know if there are ads that are just like alternative to Battle VIP Pass. I think if you're playing that previous build that is playing Mew, you have so much more access to it early on, especially if you use like multiple Mews on the first turn. There's pretty good odds you're going to open with a Battle VIP Pass in your hands. But like especially with a deck like Tyranitar, we're going to get multiple guys down. There isn't really a good replacement. Like you could play more level balls, play more nest balls. You're just not going to be quite as explosive. I need this guy to keep winning. His opponent's win percentage is as equivalently bad as mine. Let's see, how did my opponents do this round? Please win. Okay, please win. You're supposed to win, guys. Oh no, I lost to a 2-4. That's rough. And this person isn't showing up anymore either. Nor is this person. Dang it. Alright, well, we're not making cut. It's our accepted reality, I guess. Cause yeah, look at that. Where am I? Yeah, 37%. Ooh. I have 1 round left. I don't think it matters though, because like how many 5-1s are better, or 5-2s are better are there gonna be? Oh, can I upgrade to this guy and knock them out? That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be atrocious. If I hit Arctura, that'd be straight up depressing. It's gonna be hopefully some of these 3-2s drop. Or the 3-3 or 4-2s. Like maybe some of these people that lose, like drop, please. No. Come on. Okay, yes, that person dropped. That's good. Should not drop. You're supposed to drop. Come on. Okay, well that person is. These people who won are probably not dropping. So, yeah, there was only 1 more round. Will you win after you drop, or drop and then win, or win and then drop? Whatever. I can't talk. Yeah, they didn't read the script right. No, I just like want they're going to have like if they go 5-2, they're gonna have a better opponent's win percentage than me. So I just like want them to drop. So it's like one less person who could possibly be below me. But like opponent's win percentage is just based on their win percentage. So like if someone goes 2-1 drop, that's okay. Like they're gonna have a 66% win percentage for you. It doesn't adversely affect your, or even I guess positively, unless they go like 1-0 drop or something. But like no one's really gonna do that. I mean, very rarely do you see that happen. Then you see some 1-1 drops. 4 matches left. Got the good old Tina Mirror, Chin Pao v Miraidon, with 2-1-Z with Guardy. I can't tell. It's just this tournament doesn't have open list, so it's just Arceus, and I can't tell what it has. So unless the person like posts their list, or I face them, which I'm not, considering they're 6-0, we will never know. So what's it doing really bad? Chin Pao, per usual. Guardy is doing pretty bad. That's kind of unusual. Guardy's been kind of doing well lately. Guardy had been, yeah. Sometimes if I'm not playing, I don't know what Limitless has the setting as to make it Zard, but like sometimes it does go under the Arceus instead of a Charizard. Even an Urshifu did pretty bad. I know there's like 2 of them, but the Mews were about 50. Like the Tina's doing incredibly well. So like if I would have got up near the, if I would have won my first round, could have gotten like bracket with these people, that would have been good. Yeah, they play like a thicker Arceus line, so like overrides over like the Charizard build. It like takes priority, I guess. Yeah, it kind of throws it off. Yeah, Giratina is doing very well. I want to face those. Like, I body Giratina. I just only faced the one. And that was after, I mean, that was... We had already lost a couple times, but... Charizard's like hovering on this 46% win percentage. Like, it's not doing that well. I do like to see Colorless Lugia that used to slowly climb up. More people are catching on. 2 matches left. Still that table 1 match. I bet we can't see that one. That'd be spicy to see how this Tina Mirror is going. I mean, I got up pairs. That'll be better than just facing somebody who's 3-3 just slightly. But I still don't think we're still not gonna probably be able to make top 10. Because this is gonna be like these people are gonna make it regardless. Then there's gonna be like what? Like these 4 are probably safe regardless. 5, 6, 7. So then, yeah, there's gonna be lots of 4 and 2s. I'll be 12th. I don't think so. I hope so. How many people are 3 and 2? So this gets cut in half, roughly. Not half, but it'll be close, actually. Maybe how many 3 and 2s are there? 19 to also wait. So it's basically 16 to 19. We'll cut that in half down to 25. It's pretty much just Snorlax is. Path doesn't do too much. That just shuts off Radiant Greninja. Not a whole lot. I guess it can be kind of an equalizer. Yeah, I'm just not gonna... My win percentage is garbage. I'm not winning any tiebreakers. I just gotta hope that I get up here to one of these 4 1-1s maybe, and that would be better than beating a 4 and 3, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. So since it's like top 12, there'll definitely be some 5 and 2s that make it. It's just that I'm 25th right now. I'm the very worst. So how many 4 and 2s are there? 1, 2, so 11 through 25. So you take 7 off of that. There'll be like 17 total. So I'm probably gonna be, assuming I win, I'm gonna be one of the odd people out who's gonna have the same record as 12th place but doesn't make it. Because like, there's maybe a few people I don't even think I could jump these people really, because like some of my opponents just aren't even showing up anymore. Like they've literally just forgot to drop or didn't care to drop and are just gone now. So yeah, tragic. At least this one Lost Box guy is still trying. At least, okay. Last Gene is pretty good. Won the whole thing, nice. Last unit is very good when it sets up, but yeah, Tina's a good pick. Like if you've played, like I wouldn't recommend someone to pick it up with 0 practice, but I think it's like if it's a deck that you're experienced in, you're gonna have to accept there's gonna be games where you just like have no chance because a 70% cup, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's Tina. You're trying to accept that there's games where you're gonna just draw. You're gonna low roll and the deck feels like garbage. But then there's games where you feel like you're totally unbeatable because your deck draws insane. I'm out here, so there's some issue. Probably a judge call or something. Probably a judge call, I guess. Alright, here we go. So let's see what we're up against. Arctina, not my favorite matchup, but I can definitely deal with it. Oh, it's best of 3. Oof, best of 3 cups. Gross. Okay, yeah, Tina's definitely a better pick in best of 3. I got you, but best of 3 cups are kind of nasty. Yartina is kind of an odd matchup. The worst are best of 3 league challenges. Don't see those too often, but I don't even know if it's even worth it to go to one of those. Oh, cool. Oops. My opponent got the blue button there, but I think we're on to restart. Archeops is a pretty solid deck. Are you still? You said you were still in seniors, right? Cause like sometimes. Oh, the Vulpix mat clean. Cause like, I don't know about your area, but there's times when I was in. Yeah, well, usually for local events, they're usually best of 1. You sometimes see league cups that are best of 3. Very rarely do you see league challenges. Well, I'm just like saying that like in some areas there's like what, like 3 or something seniors, and you can basically just show up and have a competent deck and win, and it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying that it's the case in your area, but there's just like some places like, yeah, I won a cup. You're like, oh cool, how'd you do? And you're like, I went 1-3, but the other senior went 0-4. So maybe some early next year, Leo, but probably none for 2023. Maybe San Antonio, we'll see. Nothing's guaranteed yet, though. Going first again. Busted deck. Wooloo coin is cracked. Just because it's hard to say for certain, like, commit to going anything when, with how crazy registration is. Like, regional is selling out in 20 minutes. Well, I would love to go for my invite. It's just, like, I still have to be responsible. And I'm just going to do the best that I can with the time and money that I have. So I'm like, in the regionals or internationals that I go to, of course I'm gonna play to win, because you only need to win like 1 regional or do well in. I think Gudra is not Gudra, but Regidrago is in an interesting spot. That like you want to be using Noivern as soon as possible, so you kind of have that incentive to go solo and not be an Arceus deck. Also, then you're less consistent. I think Regidrago is in an interesting spot, and if someone can really find the optimal way to use it, it could be pretty good. Oh, well, thank you. I try to keep it real. I just try to basically just call it as it is. I'm just gonna, like, it's easy to get upset or get anxious about things like that, but I mean, I went 4 years without playing in a single event, so just like, and that was coming from someone who traveled everywhere previously. So it was like, it was hard those COVID years, because it's like something that you haven't experienced in such a long time. But it's just like, I definitely took those big tournaments, those travels, for granted, and it's made me realize how fortunate I was. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna try to get back to the point where I can travel again, but it's probably not going to be this year, but maybe next year, where I can go to a lot more regionals. The prize increase is definitely gives me more motivation. It makes it more financially feasible. All right, cool. Getting the double arch going. Maybe should not have attached the jet, or I probably should have jetted on Lugia to take this knockout. Oh well, it's okay. This is fine. I thought it lost Regidrago, but like Lawson isn't usually discarding a ton of cards, so it doesn't really have great synergy like the Mirage Gate. Like maybe you can go like, is there a way that like you can go like Leafeon and do some stuff with that? Like maybe this seems like super. Yeah, like you got Ultra Ball. And you like Ultra Ball, Lumineon, Pokestop maybe. Do I even want attaching these energies? I kind of don't think so. I mean, I think I'll just hold for now. Just sort of, yeah. Like once you get one Drago set up, you can use the other Snorlax to accelerate to another one. Just the issue with that is then you're not using Noivern early. Well, you can't Magma Base it onto a non-fire type though. That would be broken. I've messed with Gita Regidrago. Yeah, double heads is pretty nice. I definitely should have played to take the knockout with Lugia. I was just really not paying attention. Oh, they're missing Ultra Ball still. I guess I already did discard Arceus and 2 Ultras, so like they're kind of drawing, unfortunately. There's an Abyss Seeking. Alright. We take those. Gardenia just such a feels bad. Like it drawing 2 cards is so Squobit. See you, buddy. I'm okay with losing Squobit. That card gives me nightmares. I've lost too many games to Squobit being mean. Like giving my opponent the one card they needed to win. Squobit is just nasty like that though. Okay, I'll just put some energies on the Lugia. We'll put I think I'm okay. I don't need a Radzard. We won't because like also I've spent a lot of my stadium bumps, so like getting past the peak. I'm gonna have to save them for Wyrdeer anyway. I don't really think I need any of these yet. Alright, so we just take the knockout. Then boss arc? Nah, I just take the 2 prizes that are in front of me. Save the boss for later. Because next turn, if they bench a Tina and put energies on it, I want to boss that. And then, like, if I clear all the Tinas, then Wyrdeer closes for sure. Not Lax is cracked. What? He has V-Guard. I can't knock it out. He has V-Guard. I literally cannot knock it out. I did it for 190. I just rather take the 2 prizes, and I can boss next turn, KO this guy, close with Wyrdeer. I'm getting judged. Yeah. If they don't have V-Guard and that's like a basic energy, that'd make a lot more sense. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. Just hopefully that they don't path me. Like I can sort of afford to play the 2-shot game though, because I'm ahead by 2 full prizes. And they hit the DT. They'll probably want to get past the peak down, or maybe they can just hold Starbirth. At least since they, alright, they do just hold Starbirth. They like committed their belt early, so they probably are not playing 2. So Lugia is gonna be safe. I'm hoping this Aroma hits Tails, so we can go and find Lumineon and just knock out this Tina. Because then Wyrdeer is gonna be closing this game if we can get there. Alright. Double turbo. Yeah, I guess he just dropped, dang it. He dropped the belt just for an extra card. Definitely was not super great for him. Alright, so Iono. Okay, Pumpkaboo, Wyrdeer. We got some cards. Like, do I Primal Turbo? Like, I'm not super scared of getting knocked out. Like, they're probably only playing 1 belt. So I'll put these on the Lax if they like. So at least we put energies in play for the Wyrdeer. And if they want to go other way to Gust Lax, I'll still get the Gift Pop. So let's Great Ball. You can grab the fish, and then we just punch for 190. Yeah, hitting Jet would have been huge. But like, I can take this knockout and dump all my energies into 1 Wyrdeer. But then they can just like one-shot it back with Tina, and it's like kind of a difficult spot to be in. It might be tough to close out the game, especially because I already committed my Luminous, so my 1 energy attacker, I couldn't use my 1 energy attacker. It's okay. Because they're probably going to Nova again this turn. I guess if they have Sharon, that'd be really bad. And they still have Starburst. You don't always see Sharon in Giratina. Let's see. That'd be really bad. They go like Sharon, then go back into like this other Arceus and swing. Special Energy Path. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh. Yeah. Oh, Special Energy Patch. Oh, I was. Yeah, Special Energy Patch for sure. That'd be funny if Pokemon ever prints a card like that. It's like attach a special energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. That'd be broken. What? A special charge? I think that's in special charge. It definitely depends on the deck. Because like there's some decks where you have like 3 super odds and you play Flora, so you have like so many ways to get back your energies. You can afford to be a bit more aggressive with them. Where a deck like me, I have 15 energies, that's it. Once I use one up, it's gone for the game. So I have to be careful and not make sure I manage my energies appropriately to be able to close the game. But I was playing single strike Lugia and I have Earn of Vitality to put back in my single strike energies. I can be a bit more aggressive, just not with this particular list. So my opponent is with the box there. Box really only matters if they're able to. Okay, they're gonna just knock out Snorlax. Fine, I'll just get more cards. Path to the Peak. I still have energies to win with Wyrdeer. Like, I think putting box there is interesting because I'm like taking 2 prizes, so like I don't care if you hit me for 100 or 80 with the box because I'm gonna win. I guess maybe they're like trying to force sudden death or something like that. Alright, so let's... All my Pokemon. What's up? I won? Yeah, I think I'm... So we just... No, I can't boss Giratina. Because then the box kicks in. How many energies do we have left? We have 5, 9. We have 4 left. So like we can't Wyrdeer boss. I think I just swing. I don't think I can bench the Wyrdeer probably. And if they want to go other way to boss it, I don't mind, but also it's there on the board. Nah, I don't think I do it. I think we just swing. Yeah, and we bounce the path. Maybe I should have benched Wyrdeer. It just like kind of makes my endgame kind of weird. Like it makes me more resilient against Iono, but like I'm not getting one shot anyway. It's not over. It's definitely not over. Iono, I still have a huge deck. I could get Iono to an absolute brick. Like I know I have gifts, but like I mean putting box there means there's no like belts plus Iono or something. But it's definitely not over. I think swinging with Arceus is probably the correct move. If they can't, they should be able to Iono me, but if they can't, I just win. Slow playing? I don't think so. It's a pretty interesting position to be in. Why did my opponent do it this way? Like, shouldn't you have done it the other way around? I had to build Glamora. Ooh. That will be interesting. Okay. This is awkward. That is about 2 of the best cards we could have possibly asked for. There's still 11 minutes in the round. There's no way this game does not finish. Like, wait, I win. That was not a great play. Okay. Why did my opponent ever bench this? Well, that made my game plan a lot easier. I guess maybe they have like... They probably don't have Sharon. They would have used it earlier. I'm a master. Oh, Freezing Mirror. Okay, I was like, hold up. Hold up. Oh, senior. So maybe you have... Yeah, I guess you probably have more leeway to play something silly. Also, like, depending on your area, you could just have, like, no other seniors. So, like, you just literally show up and get points. It depends on where your league is. All right, cool. All right, well, a solid run with Lugia. Those couple early losses. The second one could have been avoided. The first one was just a poor draw. Let's see. Can we make top cut? Probably not. Oops. Let's see. So let's see. This is gonna be 1. This is gonna be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 people that will for sure be better than us. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's me 16 total. 4 and 2s are better, and I'm probably gonna be within the. You don't have to. There's no sub, like you can stream with however many or few subs as you. I think he means that you could like show up to League, and if you're like a senior, depending on where you live, it doesn't necessarily matter because the other players either aren't super competent or you're just the only senior, so you just show up and get points. Just stream if you feel like you can provide quality content. Like if you think that you can provide value, or you just want to be able to connect with your community, then just make sure you have a plan on what you're trying to accomplish during that stream. But I don't there's not really, like, you can stream with as few subs as you want. That's okay. You just got to be able to talk to no one. That's what I learned when I was streaming earlier. You just the chat may say 0, but still talk like there's 100 people in chat. Because like if I'm someone who sees you're live on my feed and I happen to click on it and you're just sitting there not talking, I'm not going to stick around and watch. Just make sure you engage with the people that are here, and also just if there's none, then that's fine. Just like commentate or talk like you would. There were lots of people in chat. Yep. Yeah. In fact, you will not, like, unless you like somehow like plug it in like a Discord or something. Like maybe you can like plug it on someone else's Discord and you get a couple views from there. But it's just like important that you like don't get upset if your stream doesn't have too much interaction, because that's natural. YouTube doesn't know what to do with it, so it's going to be very cautious recommending it. Like my first streams when my channel was a lot smaller, not only were my streams a lot lower quality, they'd be started right on 0 views, like 0 viewers at a specific time. It would just be me. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'd love to know his list, but we're never gonna know. Beating up lots of Lost Box. Maybe, actually, we're hoping for like maybe some ties here. If some of these games tie, then maybe there's like, if these 2 matches tie, then I guess maybe we can make it. Actually, I want these. No, it doesn't matter who wins these. Oh, your RCS ratio. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Let's have a small yet interacting stream. Okay, I think that can work with Tyranitar. I don't know if you need to play the Gape Jaw Bogs, but I do like the RCS and Pidgeot ratio. You should be pretty favored into Coyote as long as you don't overbench. I mean, you've collapsed. What? Like, unless they Dragonite and take your only Lugia early, like, they're not dealing with Snorlax efficiently at all. You've collapsed to remove damaged Pokemon. Just don't overbench the Pokemon that Kyogre can eat up, and you should be fine. You got late game Iono in your back pocket, and plenty of single prizes you can throw at them. Like, as long as they can't get Kyogre for insane value, you should win. If there's no Raikou, because like Raikou is a game changer in that matchup. Wait, what? Lumineon and just like collapse Lumineons though, or collapse the super damaged Lugia. you have to manage your board right, but it's not that bad of a matchup. Dang it, no tie. This person, how they're probably significantly better than me. Where are they? Yeah, not significantly, but actually 10% is. Who is on top? Like the best deck right now is definitely Giratina. Just because it has the highest potential power ceiling, but I think Gardevoir is also up there. I think Mew is up there too. I think Colorless Lugia is probably hovering. Probably it's up there too. I think Miraidon could make the case that it's not the best, but it's still up there. I think Mew in this current metagame has the case for being the best deck because no one respects it right now. There's like no tune. There's like no one's playing Drapion. Healinks, what? The Healinks won internationals? 4-2 drop. I mean, a couple of those 4 and 2s did drop. But I still don't think it's gonna be enough for us. Yeah, Tyranitar is still okay. May not be quite as strong as Giratina, but it's a pretty fun deck and still has like at least can compete with the meta with these meta relevant decks. You still can compete against them. New deluxe battle decks. I'm not familiar with those. Were those the didn't they just like reveal like a Chin Pao battle deck? Is that what you're talking about? I might have just missed it. Please tie. Please go to time. Yeah, most of those battle decks are a great way to get new players cards. And it will make singles prices cheaper. Yeah, like they're solid decks. You're not gonna be able to take it to a tournament and do well. Oh, Quackball and Masquerada. Yeah, those ones are definitely not the best battle arena decks. Like if you're looking for one to pick up, I would not recommend those. But like in general, the battle decks give you a solid starting point and give you some cards, like lots of meta relevant cards for not that much. I guess like Masquerada would be the better of the two, but it's like still not that good. They didn't tie. Rip. All of the Gen 9 starters are bad. Have some rare candy. Alright, well we'll get the news here shortly, but I don't think we'll be making it, guys. How did my opponents do last round? Oops, let's see. Hadn't updated yet. Come on. Yeah, no show. Man, like why can't these people drop these no-shows? Killing me. That person lost. And then those other two dropped, so yeah, I'm not. White Cocoa is okay, but like none of them are that good. Like they're all probably like C tier at best. Actually, I think Quaxley is like a solid, probably B tier. But like I wouldn't. The Quackball sucks. Like Quackball is like a F tier, trash tier starter. Yeah, you probably can get for the price of that battle arena deck. You probably can get some just buy singles off TCG Player and probably get more bang for your buck. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that will be. Yeah, there's multiple 4-2 drops. Not updating it though. They're making us wait for it. Yeah, those Chin Pao battle decks are a solid starting point. At least get you a lot of the cards you'll need for a. Well, yeah, Palkia Chin Pao is better, but like it gets you started. Like it's not just like a theme deck where like theme decks you're not even close to taking that to a tournament and having any sort of a chance to do well. But like at least I could take the Chien-Pao or the Chien-Pao battle deck, and I at least could have a chance. The guy from no, they lost, so they won't make it. I guess there's this guy from Belgium too, and they lost also. The Belgians, okay. Yep, 16th, guys. So if cut was different and it was top 16 instead of top 12, we would have made it, but it is what it is. Still a solid run overall. We could have definitely played better in this Lost Vacuum and just drew poorly against Chien-Pao. It's hard to cut these tournaments if you lose early. How do I know when to play a second Lugia or a Snorlax? Well, if I'm going second and there's a chance my opponent can knock out my Lugia V-STAR, or my Lugia V, I'll definitely bench the second one. But in most situations, I'm like against Charizard, I'm gonna set up two Lugias. I think my list is good. I mean, I can't show it here. Actually, I probably can. Let's copy this. Let's go over to the tools. Let's paste it. Okay. I still think my list is like the Great Balls were okay. They weren't overpowered by any stretch, but I think they were better than second Burnet and third Nest. I think this list is pretty close to optimal. Like, you could mess around with the Great Balls, put in second Burnet, third Nest, but like, Burnet's a really weird card because it sucks when it's prized, but that's only gonna happen 1 out of 10 games. And a Great Ball, I always just slam down, thin out a card at the very worst. I know it's RNG, but it's like I'm never unhappy to see Great Ball. Like, Burnet's totally dead after like my first 2 turns. I guess back to like the Lugia versus Snorlax. Like, against most single prize matchups where I want to be able to like trade single prize. Oh, it's both the Great Balls. I'm sorry, I'll zoom out. There we go. I'm sorry. My face is covering it all up. Yeah, my webcam is not in a great spot. At least for this. Like, in most single prize matchups where we want to stay even with our opponent, like match them single prizer for single prizer, I would just use my one Lugia I need to set up, and then I'll go into Snorlax's. But like against Giratina, there is an argument, like if they like Requiem through your first guy, you could go V-guarded Lugia. You could go like another V-guard Lugia. That can be tough for them to deal with. Against Arceus decks, I think going double Lugia is pretty strong, like against Arctina specifically, because they can't really deal with them too efficiently. It's going to be a two-shot war, and then you preserve energies and can go into Wyrdeer. Yes, Jose. The single strike mirror is definitely not that good for me, but like single strike isn't super popular right now, and also the one thing I have going for me, like if I go first, I think I'm still probably fine, and also single strike's me less consistent than me, so I have that going for me. Like if I can go first, take 2 prizes with Tempest Dive, they respond back with like best case scenario, they respond back with Tyranitar. I can throw my single prizes at them in 2-shot, or I could maybe go for a Wyrdeer for a 1-shot, then close with Radiant Charizard. Like, Luxray would definitely give us more peace of mind in that matchup, but we don't really have space for Luxray right now, and like Luxray, I'd rather have Radiant Charizard, so we, well, I think instead of Great Ball, we'd be playing second Burnet and third Nest Ball, and second Burnet feels pretty useless most of the time. It only feels bad if you prize your Lumineon, or prize it, and you go for the Lumineon 1 out of 10 games. So I don't think you need to, and like I'd rather just have more cards that can help me get to 2 Archeops on the first turn, because like the games that I lost today were ones that I did not set up fast enough. Like that first round, I just couldn't find double Archeops. I guess Burnet would have been okay in that situation, but I was just missing so many cards there. Like, I just want to, like, Burnet's totally dead after there's another tournament. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, so it's been a while. Well, what is the other tournament? Is it even? Oh, that's way late though. I'm not staying up that late. That'd be a while. PAL Pad and Super Rod. Well, like, we don't really need to recover our Pokemon with this deck. Like, yeah, we do one-ofs that do suck to discard in the early turns. Like cards like Super Rod and PAL Pad aren't necessarily bad, but there's cards that don't help me achieve my objective of getting 2 Archeops on the board on the first turn. And I feel like if I can Summoning Stars for both Archeops consistently every single time, I'm going to be able to win most matchups. Like, there's not really any matchup I'm out of, really, if I can pull that off. So cards like PAL Pad and Super are cutting into the cards that are going to help me achieve that. But I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be going to League. So probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but I think I will be back on Sunday. To your deck, Carmelo. Oh, the Kingdra one? Sure, if you have a yeah, we can do it. If are you, I guess you could send it on Discord. Like, I don't really want to, I'm kind of hungry. I want to, and then I want to make a video for today. Thank you 1 week. First day of school on a Friday. That's kind of spicy. I guess I kind of threw it off because of time zones. But yeah, I'm should be back on Sunday. I should have a regular video, normal bit video. What's my take on the Charizard deck? I think it's fine, but it's not anything super impressive. It doesn't deserve it's in the second highest usage rate deck. Yeah, it's not that good. Like, it's okay. It's just not anything exceptional. So I think it's probably anywhere from like the 6th to 10th best second format. Like, really, like, I think Tina's better. I think Guardy's better. Lost Zone, Miraidon, Arctina, Fusion Mew. I think Single Strike and Colorless Lugia are better. I think Palkia and Urshifu are better. And then you could maybe make the case for Lugia after that. I haven't looked too closely into Roaring Moon. I generally don't look into the like cards we don't have yet super early in advance, like until I'm actually gonna make content about it. It seems okay, like especially with like Dark Patch taking big one-hit knockouts, but it has come with the drawback of damaging itself, so could be interesting. Like, it's gonna have to have some sort of partner to be some sort of partner to deal with single prizes, but it should be interesting. It'll be at least be a fun card to mess around with. Best of luck, Jose. If you wanna, I'd be curious to see how you do. If you wanna, like, if you're on Discord, you can join my server. I'd be curious to know how you end up finishing. We have a whole channel on my Discord where people can just flex their tournaments. 5 and 3, well, solid. So, with all that, I am gonna call it a stream here, guys. I appreciate all you for showing up, for hanging out. On your way out, if you wanna, if you're not already, please like this video and sub to my channel. And I thank you, Jose. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I should have a long form video later, so I'll catch you guys later.